No, not because he can talk more than me, but because he talks over everyone.
This is quite magnificent.
If you want to sell stuff, then make it quick. Snappy! Doesn't have to be a half an hour long conversation.
This is cozy.
Thank you. This is, of course, my office. This is where I talk to my clients, patients, and even just to my friends. But that's not everyone's
What is the
character.
difference between client and patient?
Well, some people prefer to be identified more as my friends or my clients. I don't really like to call my clients patients because it, well, there is a certain degree of implication in that relationship. And some people are not comfortable in having a personal therapist.
I must admit that I too am not exactly sure what to expect. Darius told me at this place, and he said that I should come and speak to you. But
I see.
and he described like these books and things that you have, and I thought that meant you like write people's stuff down and then just share it with, people so that they could learn from other people's problems. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? How can you do this? And he said,
Well.
no, there's some like secrecy or something like that.
In that case, let's start with the basics. I have a little journal here that describes what I currently specialize in and what I can offer. It's right over here.
Okay, I'll look.
And by the way, me saying that I hate him shouldn't be taken too seriously. I hate everyone, or at least I find things to hate on everyone. And he's fine. I was just describing my lack of patience. And that's my fault. That's nothing that his character is doing wrong, or OC, that the guy playing the dwarf is doing wrong. Maybe it is indeed just me, trying to observe the conversation to myself. You guys know
Say
me.
here you don't do any sort of like magics or rituals or anything like that. Does that include potions?
Indeed, I don't feel comfortable prescribing people with any potions. Although I do respect knowledge when it comes to brewing strong potions. I prefer to help people in other ways, and I leave this expertise to mages and alchemists.
Damn, I was kind of hoping for a potion. But I'll give you a shot to see what these other ways might be.
Well, since you're running a bar, perhaps I should be the one asking you for a potion instead. Some liquid
Believe me,
encouragement.
Alcohol doesn't cure everything. It only works for so long.
Indeed. What a shame. And of course, these are my case studies. This is some of the past patients and other interesting characters that I interacted over my past studies, or just when talking to other people. If you're ever just...
So am I going to end up in one of these books?
No. These people all consented to being my case studies. I would never share any kind of personal information without having full consent of my patient or my client. Everything that will be said here is strictly confidential. I am not only bound by law, but you also have my word.
Alright. You're convincing me slowly. Can I look at one of these books?
But of course, pick one. Everyone being bitchy character was stopped him reciting the kinds of seeds and pointing him back to Grimwald, since that's who you told him to talk to in the first place. Yeah, exactly. That's how I wanted to do, And also, I felt bad because we had visitors, we had like 4 people around, and I wanted them to, do their business with us, and I was kind of... I promised this lady, a session, and I didn't really want to spend any more time just shopping for steel bars. So I was looking for an opportunity to get out of that. But yeah, as a dwarf, he's playing it perfectly, and definitely very interesting character. What? You hate Rosa? No! I don't hate Rosa. How could I? Rosa is precious. How dare you, Sassy, accusing me of such a heresy. No one hates Rosa.
This story here about this superhero. was he aware that this is what you were doing, or did he just kind of go along with it?
Oh yes, it was quite a complicated case. This particular individual was suffering from a severe lack of confidence, and I was hoping that giving him something innocent, a bit of role play, if you will, would help him regain that confidence, or at least find a different purpose in life. Instead of him being so moody all the time, I was hoping that this would introduce a bit more adventure into his life.
And he just sort of embraced it, just the whole thing, took it on.
Indeed, I was also suspecting that he was starving for that kind of attention. He needed something like that to fill his unfortunately very empty life.
This was because you picked this up because he sort of tended to point out the most obvious thing about himself. So he needed a different obvious thing?
Indeed. Unfortunately, sometimes you can only exercise a demon with another demon. But I was hoping that this one would be a bit less self-destructive to him. And
I saw the thing at the end about demons. I didn't really go into it though, or I just skimmed, I guess. Interesting.
I see. You see, the reason why I have these case studies open to public is because I do actually appreciate input of other people. I am not all-knowing, unfortunately. And if there are suggestions, or if there is any advice, then I would definitely like to hear it. How would you approach a patient like this, if you were in my shoes?
What, this person? Well, interestingly enough, the way that they are telling me about the things that you do and these studies and things of this nature, it's like, I'm bartender, right? I don't know that our jobs are that different.
I agree. You are, in many ways, much more competent at this job than me, because, well, you have probably dealt with a lot of cases like this before.
People who come to me, especially those who come alone, are almost never happy. They have something going on with them that they wish to, press down with with the bottle or with the bottom of glass,
Indeed.
And I don't know. I suppose if I were a terrible person, that I would just say, "Here, this bottle can help you." But most of the time, people do really just want to talk, and then at the end, they say, "Oh my God, thank you, I feel so much better," and they think it's the drink, but it's also probably the talking a little bit. Although I would really hesitate to say, "Oh yes, that I know exactly what I would say to this person."
Hello,
But I
Fritz.
suppose if somebody came in telling me about how they were frustrated with the way that they look, or they brought it up constantly, then what would I do? I think mostly I would just ask them why. Try, not unlike what you did, to get them to focus on something else that is about them. That's not the only thing, What else do you have? What else do you have to offer? Something of this nature.
Indeed. Trying to unlock their potential and trying to see if there are any other options. Of course, as any good
Yeah.
therapist would do.
Trying to shift their focus from the one thing to something else.
Indeed. Are you saying by any chance, and of course this is just between us, are you saying that as a bar owner, selling alcohol isn't exactly the prime focus of your business model? Are you actually
No.
just trying to help people?
No. No. I'm trying
I
to make
see.
money.
I see.
But the actual sale of the alcohol is not so much what makes the money. It is how people feel when they walk away.
Indeed. Well, that's good. You combine business with overall, I guess, improvement of mental health to your customers.
Anybody can buy a bottle of wine and take it home and, drink. But people who choose to sit in a tavern and drink are doing it because of the other things that are there, not just the alcohol itself,
That is true.
And that puts coin in my pocket.
And it is well deserved indeed. Everyone should be compensated for their services. I do like her too.
That I do believe so. I am disappointed about the potions, though.
Well, I can definitely ask around. Are you in need of anything specific?
I needed an anti-love potion.
Anti-love.
Congratulations, Jonathan. You've earned my trust.
I appreciate it. Why don't we sit down? I feel like this is a conversation that requires a bit more context than I currently have. So, who's the who's the culprit? Actually, that is not really important.
I was going to say, I don't know if you've earned that much trust.
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to figure out why is the love not appreciated from you.
Oh, you maybe must understand me a little bit. It's for me.
Oh, so you are in love and you don't want to be.
Exactly.
I see. Is there... And I apologize for the obvious nature of this question, but what the hell is wrong with it?
Well, the problem is that it's an old love, and it is a dead love, and it's a person who I have to see his big, dumb, stupid face every day. So I would really wish that it would not cause me such problems as it seems to.
I see. I understand what it's like to fall in love and dealing with these uncomfortable emotions when the nature of that relationship would be more harmful than not having it.
Yeah, especially since I had to listen to him going around gushing over these other people all day, every day. Tell me how beautiful they are. Talk about how they plan to seduce her.
Well, I am glad that you seeked out my services.
But you don't have this potion.
I don't think that that potion would do you any good. You see,
Why not?
when it comes to matters of love, whenever you introduce potions or any kind of magical spells or arrows of the god of love that only arrows can shoot, I do believe that that's not exactly the most appropriate way of dealing with these feelings. You see, these feelings are here for a reason. They are here for us to, well, they might be quite a torture sometimes, but they are still here so that we can learn from them, so that we can learn how to handle them. It is a part of human nature to properly tackle them and to figure out whether we should act on them or whether we should not. And you have obviously chosen the let's not go straight against the wall when it comes to these feelings. Let us instead calm our mind and figure out a way how to get out of this mess before it's too late.
Something of this nature. To be honest with you, I wasn't having too much issue with it until it was the day of opening and I was barely holding it together after something was said. Didn't need that kind of stress while I'm trying to, put on a winning face and get to know people.
Well, I know that this is no comfort at all, but trust me, you're not the only one who's dealing with similar feelings. This is quite common.
I had the goblin find me crying. It was embarrassing.
I understand. Well,
So what the fuck do I do?
what you just did is the first step in recovery. You have embraced that this feeling exists. You're not hiding from it. You're not shying away from it. That is good. You've done much better than most people would do in your place. Although I must insist that the means of you dealing with that problem through the potion is not exactly what I would go for. However, we have other options.
Do enlighten me.
This person, are you comfortable in talking to them when it comes to serious matters? Do you think that they would react in a mature way? Or do you think that they would be childish and you're afraid that their reaction would make things even more awkward if you were honest with them?
Oh my god, that would make things way more awkward. I mean, I do believe he would act a bit childish. Yes, I really do. And I certainly don't need him knowing that I still feel this way as strongly as I fucking do.
I see.
I just want the feeling to go away.
I see. Why do you think you're able to resist this urge to just jump into their arms and be like, oh, I love you, I want to be with you. Screw everything else.
Well, to be honest with you, he fucking abandoned me. The reason that we're not together anymore is because of him, not me.
I see. Well, you see, the reason why I'm asking is because I want you to realize that you are very wise and you are very strong. And the fact that you were able to stop yourself before you did anything stupid, and even the fact that you seeked out my help, or help of anyone else, really, that would be willing to offer it, is very good. That means
So
that...
you weren't implying that I should jump into his arms?
No, not quite. Although it could be quite romantic, and although there are stories of such, people in similar situations which worked out, I myself unfortunately would advise for a more mature approach, and I would only act on these feelings if I had at least a certain degree of certainty that the other side would reciprocate those feelings.
Then I don't think so, especially since he hung up on this other woman.
I see. Well, in that case, unfortunately, I would advise you to keep those feelings to yourself, at least for now. But I don't want you to completely forget them. I do want you to still keep them in mind. I want you to do what you're doing right now. I want you to remain strong. I want you to observe the situation, and I want you to see if there is any new development on that front. Because these feelings can be quite futile, and situation can change from 0 to 100 in a matter of days. I want you to be patient. I know that this is very hard, but you never really know how things develop. And since you're the strong bar owner, you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, not only to you and to your own happiness, but also to the happiness of your customers. I want you to focus on that. Focus on your job. It is quite important for you to be in a good mood. And I do believe that there is a chance that if you focus on your job and on these people that come for your help every day, I do believe that you will find some solace in that.
That maybe it did help to be waiting on people on the day of the event.
I understand that it is quite sad, and I wish I could offer you something a bit more hopeful for the future. But sometimes all you can really do is to just wait and see how situation develops. I don't want you to do anything rash. At least not until now. What we need right now is a patient approach. We need to be careful, we need to be observant, and see how the situation with that, I presume it's a gentleman, develops.
That it is.
You see, slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes the worst thing you can do is to just act on those feelings and be irrational, rash. That way you can ruin everything. Even something that could end up being quite perfect, romantic and strong.
Please don't give me false hope, Doctor.
I'm not giving you false hope. I'm just giving you a bit of hope for the future. Because if you want to believe that, if you want to believe that some things are meant to be, then things will work out no matter what we do. But I would prefer if we were prepared for that eventuality. And who knows, maybe you will actually one day realize that this person is just inconsiderate swine who is not worthy of your attention. I know that
Well,
it is.
that is what I believe.
Yes.
That's what I've been saying to you. That I don't know if I want this hope. I came here asking for the anti-love potion, not for a love potion.
I understand.
I don't really. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to change his feelings about me. I want to change my feelings about him. Because the reality is that the reason he left it was for very good a reason for him. Very good reason. One that I wouldn't take away from him. It's put him in a better position than we had when we were together. So I don't want to steal this from him. I don't want to give him this idea that he must choose me or this other thing.
It is
That's not what I want.
it is obvious to me that you still care for him very much. I don't even need to be a doctor to see that.
I think I would be bad for him. But that doesn't change my feelings.
I understand. When it comes to matters of heart does what it wants. But fortunately, we don't have just the heart in our bodies. We also have the brain. And sometimes we need to decide which one we will listen to. What I prefer is to combine those two aspects, because you cannot truly be cold and rational all the time. And you shouldn't really act on your heart's desires. That's why I advised for a patient approach, to see how the situation develops, to see what your feelings truly are, and how this gentleman, well, how his situation ends up.
Do you have any suggestions for those moments though where it's just overwhelming?
Yes, a simple meditation. Close your eyes, find a spot that would be in solitude. Find a place where you could be alone and comfortable, and just sit down or lean against the wall. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Calm your mind. Think of a place, for example from your childhood, where you felt comfortable and safe. Try to return to that place. Any kind of meditation, when you just slow down your breath and focus on it, that usually helps. You see, when it comes to love and dealing with these uncomfortable feelings, it's very similar to panic attacks.
What's a panic attack?
Well, that's quite an unfortunate feeling that you might encounter whenever you're in situations and you feel paralyzed by your anxiety, by your fears. And even though you want to react or you want to do anything else but to feel this pain in your chest or other discomfort, you cannot really help it, because your heart is racing, you feel cold sweat, and sometimes people can even feel the need to vomit. It's that severe.
Does kind of sound a little bit like what I was experiencing.
Exactly.
But does meditation help these things?
It's a good start. But of course, I would do my best to limit my exposure to this gentleman, especially whenever he is in the situations that he's trying to court someone else, for example.
I'll do my best. It's
Just-
hard though. You live like right in the same city.
I understand. But if what you're saying is true, and if you harbor some feelings towards him, then you probably want him to live the best possible life. And if he's happy, and if he's doing things that, well, he's probably enjoying, then just let him do whatever he likes. he will find his way back to you, or you will realize that he wasn't the right partner for you in the first place. I know it's hard. Unfortunately, things when it comes to heart are never easy. But
Clear.
right now you need to be strong. Even for him.
Well, that I can do.
I will
It's
count
very
on you.
strange.
And I want you to seek me out in the upcoming days again. I want to see how this situation develops, and I will be around.
Alright, I'll keep you posted.
Thank you. And should you ever find yourself in a situation where this anxiety or these feelings are unbearable, definitely find me the first thing that you will do. I will help you with
Alright,
that
so you're
process.
saying
And
if it is like emergency emotional situation, I can come and see you like and be like, Jonathan, I need your help right fucking now.
exactly. And please don't rely
Alright.
on your own supplies of alcohol. That would be quite unfortunate. Whenever we are vulnerable like this, I'm sure that you know this very well. It is probably not a good idea to rely on alcohol.
No, and they also make my job a problem. If I I can't do work and drink all the time. That is not something I can do. So
That is good to know. I needed to mention it just in case.
have to be able to hold a little bit of alcohol just to keep everybody happy. But I don't want to become like one of my customers.
Of course, moderation is an incredibly important aspect in everything.
All right. Well, I do feel better. Thank you for this.
I thank you for seeking me out, and I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope that your situation will develop in a manner that you would find satisfiable.
Well, I appreciate that sentiment very much. All right. I think it will be back to work for me.
Very well, and I will definitely stop by and visit your lovely bar, tavern.
I would love to have you since you weren't able to make the opening. Please.
I guess we could do it right now, since you're probably on your way back there, and before I get too distracted, might as well get it out of the way.
Of course. I would like to show you there.
Alright,
Come.
let me see if I can get rid of this wolf first.
Of course.
Hello, Ellie. I must say I appreciate your choice of a horse. I definitely like that color too.
There, I see that. Your saddle looks very nice too. I love the black.
Oh, thank you. You can actually color this version of saddle.
There, I've noticed some of them allow this. I have not tried with this one. I don't think it's possible though.
I see.
But this one is quite swift.
Oh, very nice. I believe my is more scoutish.
Mm-hmm.
How are you, Ellie? These lampposts are
They're
quite
confusing,
handy.
right?
Yes, but also confusing indeed.
Wait. I'm fucking lost.
That's fine. I think that the portal should be around. Oh yes, this looks like
Oh, we don't
a pathway.
Go to port, though. I mean, we're going to. Shit, where'd you go?
Oh yeah, I
Oh, we're
think
close.
yes, I
There
think
it
we're
is.
close.
Keep mounted to the right, and then you're usually pretty good. But the trees are so thick.
Yeah, it was actually quite sad, Fritz. I agree. I didn't expect such a client. Was kind of unprepared for that. I hope my advice made at least a little bit sense, a little bit of sense. But yeah, you're right, Stormy. Sarah is awesome. I'm glad that I finally had a chance to witness her RP. I was looking forward to this moment. Yeah, emotional dogging indeed. But it felt very genuine. I gotta say, usually it's just like lovey-dovey bullshit, but this was just quite tragic. I'm quite surprised there isn't at least 5 people just standing in a circle discussing over the matters of portal etiquette.
Me too. Usually that it is, although it is still a bit early in the day.
Well, it's better than what I witnessed today. I witnessed a person rolling down the stairs, just face planting.
Oh no. Are
Yes.
they okay?
I think they didn't make the jump.
Oh no. You mean the big stairs right there by the portal?
Yes, the big stairs.
Oh god.
I think they might have broken an ankle or something.
Perhaps.
And of course, I presume she's
We
talking
can go
about
through the township, see
Darius.
if anybody else would like a drink.
Very well.
You picked the wrong camp, mate.
Apparently, we have picked a wrong camp, mate.
What do you mean?
The locals shouted at me.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. Nah, you picked the wrong camp, mate.
Exactly.
What do you say? There's usually 1,000 people around.
Oh, I do believe I see some. The ping is quite good, I gotta say, compared to yesterday. That's good. How many people we have? 58.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Oh, hello there.
So it seems that there's chickens coming after me now.
Oh
You
boy.
have chickens now too?
Yeah, something like
No,
that.
he said he was going to lay us some eggs.
I never said that. I said that I needed to give him eggs because of our pets.
It's the same thing.
Darius is a chicken king now.
Darius, are you causing any more trouble?
I mean, it's not a bad title, this. Were you a king before?
No, I said king. King. Wait, we said king or king?
King. Yeah, K-I-N.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say, being
It's
king of nothing.
I would rather be king of nothing than the king of chickens.
Anyway, I was going to open tavern if anybody would like a drink.
Oh,
That's excellent, actually.
Sounds like
That
a
makes
lovely
sense.
idea.
I went for a drink earlier and ended up on a diplomatic mission, so sounds great.
Sorry about that.
Yes, also
Oh,
sorry
quite
that you didn't
fine.
really buy any fruit, but well.
No, you're fine. Quite alright.
Feel
These
free
things
to
happen,
come on
don't
that
worry.
way.
At the very least, it was good company.
Hello there,
Yes.
Dr. Jonathan.
Hello, Darius. How are you today?
Well, I just
Well,
woke
that
up
tavern.
and everything seems a
Yeah.
bit psychotic.
Tavern
right now.
time.
We'll give it some time. I'm sure that your senses will adjust in no time.
I do hope so. Chickens and
What about your squirrel situation? Was there any development on that front?
oh well, I stopped using that walnut lotion.
Very nice. What are you using right now?
I do have a house now, so I don't see them actually entering my house.
Oh, I see. Of course, you transitioned from your tent, and your house can provide you with more protection now.
Yeah, unless they find a way to break the windows.
That would be quite scary if chickens could do that, or squirrels.
But I don't know anymore. Seems that I'm a chicken king, whatever that means.
I think people are just teasing you.
Oh, like always, yes. I simply accept it now. Oh yes, doctor, have you met Gaspard?
I don't believe I have.
This is the famous Gaspard, the one that got to speak with the horsologist. He's the one.
I see. The very on.
Very talented man.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Gaspard, the Squireless, the savior of the realm and courier to Aramor.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes,
My
I'm
name is
also the
Jonathan.
savior of the. I'm also part of this Savior of the Realm business, alright?
You have to introduce
Remember.
yourself properly, Darius. You know, I'm Darius Godfrey, you know, savior of the realm, apprentice to Lady Malice, you know, whatever.
Alright. What,
That's
do
what people
you
are
have
more
your
impressed.
squire already?
Sorry, what?
You have your squire already? You said
Not
you
yet.
needed
I'm
a
still the
squire.
squireless.
Oh, damn. What a shame. Just to
One
think
day,
that
one
I
day,
could
I'll find the
I
right
could have
match.
been the perfect squire. I could have
You could
been
have
the
been.
perfect squire.
You could have been, but you have too much hair. And you don't wear breastplates.
Oh boy.
Well, I wear it yesterday. You told me to do it, and I did it. And too much hair. What do you mean? Does everyone need to look like
It's a
you?
fair point. You know, it's a fair point. You did give it a shot. It was a fair shake. But you're taken. You know, Malik says your apprenticeship already.
Oh yeah, that is true. Also, what do you mean too much hair? I feel
Well,
like
chickens would be
sometimes when I
attracted
look
to
at you, Gaspard, it's like, you know, you are having a problem where your hair is falling and you don't want to accept it. So you shave
No,
everything,
no.
but just one line.
Have you ever heard of that? I don't think people bald that way. I think. I don't know.
Maybe I'm-
Yes, it is downstairs.
Lovely.
In the armory forge. You know, the special
Ooh.
armory forge.
Wait, are you talking about the worker?
Yes, I had to move things
Looking
around,
for
and
him all
that's
day.
where he ended up. Yeah, I had to sort of drop things because I was doing something.
There is a
What
gap
is
there.
an armory forge?
With the big white shield, I forget what it's called.
The Crusader Forge.
Crusader.
Crusader's
Yeah,
forge.
that's it.
Yes.
Wow, this
Yes,
place is
the
beautiful.
Crusader Forge. Sorry.
You like it?
I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, careful when touching the kegs.
It's don't worry, it's not going to be a problem.
Ah, good.
Here you are.
We seem to be close to
Okay.
an ancient graveyard of
You absolute
skeletons.
star.
I'm a bit close to the graveyard. They sometimes you can hear the yelling a little bit, but it's not too overwhelming. I don't feel.
I see. I just heard a very ominous voice in the background.
What can I interest you in? We have some of our finest Elysian wine, which is from our hometown, basically, passed down generation to generation. I have white rum, which is kind of new. People seem to be really enjoying it. I have ale, honey mead, honey wine.
The rum is excellent. You should try it.
Perhaps just a cup of tea for now.
I can do that as well.
I am so sorry. I took me
Oh, corn.
took some courage to actually ask for what I want, but I think I got there in the end. I don't
Yes,
really.
you did.
I don't really drink alcohol.
Well done. Okay, I'm sorry to have assumed. How about you, Darius Gaspard? What can I get you today?
I don't have any
Darius?
money. I'm kinda broke.
Don't worry, Darius. I'll cover you.
And I want everything that you have on the menu.
All right, you heard him. Yeah, get him a light meal, entree meal, and a white rum.
All right, I'll be back.
And they have 2 light meals as well, and 2 more rums. Yeah, 3 light
Oh.
meals, 3 rums.
See, doctor,
Easy.
This is how you
One
get
for
a
Darius.
free meal.
I'll be
Oh,
right with
oh,
the
would you like
others.
me?
Who is
Oh no.
You know, Darius, just
Oh, you're
because you
already getting
can
one.
doesn't
Oh,
mean that you
okay.
have to.
Drava, how about yourself?
But I want to.
I'm alright for now. Thank you.
Enough,
Well,
enough.
I
Discounts, by the way. All right, for the record. If you ever say I'd never bring you nowhere nice, this is probably the nicest place we've been to.
You're not wrong.
must have quite an appetite, Darius.
I mean, yeah. I just
Bit of a misfortune that there's, table only has 2 chairs, but
Oh, we can move tables to the table that has 3 chairs.
it's
right
fine, really. It's fine. I
No,
was fine.
Drava, come on. I'm sorry.
No, I'll actually take a no.
I
No,
don't
no,
mean
no,
to
no.
laugh.
There we
It's
go.
just, you know.
There,
No,
here
no,
we
no,
go.
no, no.
Drava, come see.
can
I
even use
wanted
the
to take a
bigger
look at
tables
the
here.
menu. I want to take a look at the menu.
there you are, doctor?
Okay.
First the
Thank you so
menu, then
much.
I'm sitting down.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No, it's fine. I was looking around for some sort of coin box or.
Oh,
there
it
is a
right
tip
here.
jar on the
It's a
bar.
tip jar.
Oh, I see.
It's right next to the menu.
Yes, Corinne, please do add up everything I owe you and put it on a tab if you could. I'll pay it off every now and again.
Oh, that I can do this. I mean, if you think of it, you can just put something in the tip jar every once in a while.
No, right?
Will do.
All right, I can put these rums out on the one here for you. You drink it too, you say?
Oh, one for me, one for her.
I don't think we've met yet, have we?
Thank you.
Of course,
Thank you,
my
thank you.
pleasure.
Apparently, well, I'm a ghost. Apparently, I'll just sit down here.
So, Doctor, how's business?
Booming, actually.
Dr. Jonathan, I believe people were talking with you.
That's not important. No worries.
Oh, I am so sorry. I was focusing on my tea so hard that I overheard you, sir. I believe we've met before, but I don't recall your name. But I recognize the voice. I think I heard you over at the portals multiple times in the city.
Probably I travel back and forth to the workshop multiple times usually. My name is Trava, Ravenlow. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, that kind of drama. I do.
Wait.
I heard about you. That's all I'm gonna
Oh
say.
no.
Oh,
What did you hear?
Well, you can probably imagine that me being a neighbor of Pixie Hollow would.
Oh, yes.
And the rumor mill continues. Lovely.
Would you tell me exactly what is being said, by chance? So that I can attend to it.
It's probably best left for Miss Katinka. I don't like to spread rumors.
Well, she is spreading it to you. I want to know what she said.
Well, that is her prerogative. If you wish to share your version of events with me, then feel free to do so, but I don't believe I'm capable of fully reproducing her version of the events. There will be a certain degree of interpretation in my words, and I don't wish to not only spread those rumors, but turn them into something that they don't necessarily have to be. Seems like you've already dealt with this before, and I don't need to add to the pile anymore. I do believe that you two should definitely discuss things over together.
We have been trying to contact them on 3 separate or more occasions. I just made a visit there, and no one was there.
Well,
Same as one my mate has also tried to reach out and tried to talk, and well, seems like they are unwilling to talk, but very willing to continue spreading lies. So
I see. Well, in that case, allow me one suggestion, a simple one. Miss Katinka.
Thank you, sir.
I know her quite well, and I do believe that she is simply just worried, and she doesn't want any conflict coming her way. And if you don't bring any, then the situation is basically resolved. You don't need to concern yourself with any rumors or any potential outcomes. Just stay out of her way, and everything will be fine.
I disagree, because the rumors seem to continue and evolve over time with more people involved, and Ravenmore does have a reputation to uphold.
Thank you, Corinne.
Reputation is quite useless in the end, and
No,
rumors
it
are
is
empty.
not.
reputation is survival if your survival depends on people wanting to help you survive at the front. Every time we've been attacked, how many times? 4 or 5 times by now, those that have a good view on us have swiftly come to our aid, either to help us fight or to help us survive with medical aid. A reputation is everything, Doctor.
Perhaps
and
if
them
you need
actively
help,
trying to destroy that reputation, that is an active attempt at tearing us down. I don't appreciate that at all, and I've made that very clear to her.
perhaps if you need help from Pixie Hollow, then yes, the reputation would mean something. But I suppose that you are quite capable of defending yourself without their aid, and I don't suppose you would come to their aid. Sometimes it's quite natural for certain parties to not see eye and eye. Not everyone has to be friends with everyone.
That is fine, Doctor, but what I'm talking about is this has been spread to 4 separate groups. luckily enough, the people know me already from past realms and past endeavors to be not that kind of person that they try to paint me as. But, well, those that don't know me, well, they will have now a very nice image of me thanks to that lovely lady.
Seems to me like you have nothing to worry about. You already have established a relationship with others.
Yes, but it also intercedes with establishing relationships with further people.
Well,
As you just said, as an example, oh, I've heard about you.
indeed. And did I act on those rumors, even if I heard about them? Or did I give you a chance to explain yourself?
I would say
Bravo.
that you said it doesn't matter, and from an outside point of view, you said that it doesn't matter how you feel about the situation, right? Fuck your reputation.
What I'm
From
trying
my
to
point of
say
view.
is that truth will find a way. And if your intentions are honest, like you claim they are, then in the end the rumors will simply be irrelevant. In time they will fade
Yes.
away.
But you cannot simply ignore them if they continue to evolve and spread.
Yeah. Yes, you can. Just like
No,
I can
you
ignore you
can't.
right now.
That is fine.
See?
Man, this is good. This is good to know. This way, like more and more people are more aware about Pixie Hollow and how they like to deal. So when the time comes for any of them need anything, right, they look forward to putting a knife in their throat.
Drava, forgive my interruption, but these sound like a conversation that require a drink.
At this point, really, I just want to be done with all this. That's why we went there in the first place. We want to talk to them. We want to tell them that, no, we do not intend to bring them any harm. We do not intend to break into their place. We are not a bunch of thieves, but getting a hold of them is rather difficult. So,
Cowards.
it
Maybe
needs
not
more than
worth your
one
time.
drink. What would you recommend?
Rum.
Oh, yeah, the white rum is popular.
Very gladly.
Do you think the white rum is popular because you say, hey, the white rum is popular? Or people like it?
Both,
Probably.
probably.
They are fueling the situation so bad.
Well, it was Rosa, actually. She was the one who first had it, and then she started telling everybody how delicious it was, and it really seems to have taken on.
Wait,
That's
Rosa
pretty
has
good.
moved on from Jungle Rum. that is outrageous.
No, it's not jungle rum, it's white rum.
No, she has moved on from Jungle Rum.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. It is obvious to me that
That's
they're in
It's how
RP
good
just
rum
trying to
is.
escalate the
Makes
conflict,
other
They
people,
don't actually want...
moved on from their own rum.
Apologies, sir. I interrupted you when you were trying to ask me a question about my profession.
Oh my,
Mm.
this would be interesting.
Thank you.
So you can definitely see that as a compliment.
What the? Dark Priestess?
I suppose.
I recognize that voice.
Yes.
Duh, so do I.
Priestess?
Welcome, priestess.
Hello
Duchess.
there.
Hello there.
Your Grace?
Hello.
Your Grace. hello.
Great.
Can I fetch you a
Do
drink?
you have a
also
witch brew?
Have a what?
Witch brew?
What is she doing here?
Which brew?
I do not have a witch's brew, no.
Oh,
Perhaps
do
you
know
should
how to
look
make it?
elsewhere if you're looking for specialized drinks.
Excuse me, I was talking to the bartender.
God.
And I offered you a
Apologize.
suggestion.
What the hell?
Can you describe it for me and I can see what I can do?
Yes, it's an actually really nice drink. You can make it at the dear, how do you call that thing again?
Oh boy.
Distillery?
Thank you. Yes. Yes, that's a really nice
Right?
drink.
I was just thinking, I don't have
Because of
anywhere
which
to
room?
run to.
Because it's so
Skell is blocking my way here.
I can. give
Giddy
you
is
a
blocking my way
look-see,
here.
shall I? Yes.
Are you sure you're not hungry, Java?
Can-
I'm fine, thank you.
Run on the table, I guess. Would be quite embarrassing.
If you can't make it, I can help you. I took
Mr. Villa.
lessons in making alcohol.
It's not so much a matter of knowledge. I think it is more a matter of ingredients at this point.
I believe it's black lotus powder, black lotus flower.
Mr. Villa,
raw
I apologize. You were asking me a
and,
question earlier, and I
purified water.
ghosted you.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Oh no, I was just making small talk. Don't worry.
I see. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to
Yeah, raw ash,
ignore you, but
purified water,
I overheard,
black
of
lotus
course,
powder,
that
grey lotus flower.
there was another question coming my way, and I ignored that one when I was focusing on my tea.
Oh really? Oh, thank you.
I apologize.
Do not worry. No offense is taken.
I'm glad she's able to help.
Very well.
Yes, this is quite nice.
I think he did. Before. I met him multiple times at this point.
How you doing, Doctor?
Hello, priestess.
Duchess, can I speak with you a moment?
I've been doing well. Thank you for asking. How have you been? I heard that you've been quite busy.
Crucifix. Yes.
Good day.
Oh boy.
Quite dramatic.
Hello again.
I do believe that you enjoy a
It is
bit
another
of
war.
spicy drama in your life, don't you?
Between you and me,
Observation.
it was really fun.
I'll be back.
You told me to come here.
I can only imagine.
So tell me, where did you hear
Sir,
this?
what might be your name?
Perhaps we
Let's not compare.
should talk in private.
Tori.
Or perhaps not.
Thorek.
Tori. I must say, I must say this. I'm a huge fan of your kind at war. And
Well, priestess, I heard some troubling news. There is no way around that.
What's troubling news?
Well, let's start with the assassination attempt of the princess. How do you explain that?
Alright, let me clarify. It was not an assassination attempt. I just wanted to send a clear message.
And what was
She
the
wouldn't die
message?
from that potion. Not to disrespect me, be rude to me. They were assassins.
I see. So, because of your pride in your heritage and your current rank as Dark Priestess, you felt like you were disrespected by the king and his court.
Yes, exactly, yes. Yes.
I see. Well, priestess, unfortunately, sometimes people can be unaware of these ranks, and perhaps if you spend more time with them and allow them to get to know you a bit more, then they would learn to respect you. It takes a while to form such relationships, and when you decide to take matters into your own hands and act rashly, like poisoning them, that's not the best first impression you can start this potential relationship with.
Well, to be fair, it was the second meeting, if you would see it like that.
Yes, that is true, of course. The first meeting caused this whole mess when you were originally disrespected, I presume.
Yes, indeed.
But, of course, in conflicts like these, it is important to see the other side and their perception of the events. And I do believe that they felt similar disrespect from your side.
Yes. And by the way, I heard there are rumors going that I gave you a poisonous bottle as well. I can tell you that was not poisoning. It's a very strong liquor. Makes you see things that are not there. Definitely not potion. Just to clarify.
I see. I appreciate your clarification, and I didn't mean to imply that you were trying to poison me too, but the people that were aware that you gave me this drink, well, they required it for further studies, and I offered it to them, of course.
Did they say it was poisoning?
I didn't hear back from them, but if you ask me, I don't believe you would want to poison me. If you wanted me dead, you would have already done so.
And it will be, if they will call it poisoning, they're very stupid.
Alright, you heard it.
Very well.
Hello. Are you okay here, Doctor?
Oh yes, yes. We are just clarifying certain events, and I'm trying to listen to her side of the story, because of course we don't like rumors and we don't like spreading them around, especially if they're baseless.
Understood. If you require my assistance, I'll be just by the front door.
I really appreciate it, and I will keep that in mind. But I don't think it won't be necessary.
Indeed. I actually was wondering if you're still up to giving me, some of your, how do you call it again?
Alright, let me know.
You mean a session?
There you go, yes.
Valthus, I believe I may have upset the Duchess.
Well, there is always an option. My office is always open to anyone who wishes to talk to me.
She's retreated back.
I was at your office, but nobody was there.
Stay here.
Yes, I apologize. I was invited for a drink at this lovely establishment, since I unfortunately missed it
I just thought I should let you know
during the
you
opening.
need not do anything about it.
But I guess if you want to do it right now, then I can say my goodbyes and we can go and have a talk in private.
That would be actually really nice, yes.
Very well. Allow me to say goodbye.
But first, I have to wait for you to drink because the bartender was a nice name for me.
I see.
So do you mind if I take a drink first?
Of course. I will wait here for you, and once you're done with your matters, then we can meet up again.
Thank you.
Very well. I couldn't really hear what she said, but I'm glad that it made sense.
Free drinks.
No. I meant the one that he's getting from the from you.
Yes, free drinks, not
Yeah.
drink.
Look,
Oh.
such a kind man.
That's right, he is.
I like him already.
Oh, Apple.
Dark Priestess, I have your brew working in the distillery. I will go fetch it in just a minute.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
But
What do you have?
I don't want to run. Let it,
Yeah, dude, you liked it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's so awkward.
Okay.
Getting too many people in there now. Yeah. Probably. I'll just lean over here.
Everything alright, doctor?
Oh yes, thank you for asking. I am just holding an invisible broomstick. Apologies.
You are very strong in your legs. I saw that.
Alright, so the apex of your day. Maybe it's over. What's next?
Not yet. It's always an adventure, for sure. Perhaps decorating my house. Maybe I will find time to do that.
Sure sign of the end times.
The end of times.
Oh boy, someone actually drink alcohol. Dang it! You're just supposed to text RP it, so that we don't have to hear it.
Can you bring the doctor some drinks?
Oh no, I am
Yeah,
fine.
I can. We're gonna have tea. but
I
I'm
already
sure
have my
tea
tea.
coming.
Give him more tea until he feel the buzz.
No,
His
thank you.
dwarf gives everyone. I like.
Corinne, I'll take another rum, if you please.
It's all on me. Please
Oh.
be fee-free.
Rum it is.
I'll take a double then. Thank you, friend.
Make
Exactly,
it
Lord.
triple.
Well, alright then.
Oh,
There you
triple.
are.
Perfect.
A triple. Oh my god. 1 second. Let me refill your glass here. You're flagging.
You should have had warning that a dwarf
There is
should
some
come.
interesting
and a stone should
development
come after him.
between Giddy
I'm not gonna complain.
and Saber's character.
There you are, Darius.
Apparently they are fighting. I wonder what's happening at the keep. Kel seems to be
Excuse me, miss.
chilling.
Mm-hmm.
I've put my tip in the jar. May I take my drink outside?
Oh, of course you may, but the Thoric here has covered everyone, so it is not necessary.
That's fine.
Don't make me make it another 3,000.
I mean, go ahead, right? We wouldn't say no.
I'm not going to stop you. I'll keep it coming. There you are. Doctor, tea?
Alright, one more, please.
Give him 2.
Careful not to
Leave
overdo
these.
it.
Maybe making him a twisted one.
Oh, mod update. Okay, she's still here.
If you put a little twist of lime in your teeth, like a twisted thing.
I'm gonna go outside for some air before the storm.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Some twisted tea. Interesting.
No, you should
Please.
try it. It's all the rage back in Norway.
No
By the
twists
way-
necessary.
Waiter, some of the stools are not compatible.
Thank you so much.
Dark Priestess, your witch's brew is right here in this goblet.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, so sorry I didn't make that clear.
I'm so happy you can make it. It's the best drink there.
And
I'm glad-
I like the stool. For me, I can dangle my leg.
I'm not alone. I'm in.
So you can. Had the goblet here the other day. The cushion over there by the fireplace, that is for the goblin because he can't. Oh, hello.
Oh,
No, don't worry, don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Nothing happened. I said
We're
nothing.
gonna have a server restart soon.
Got something on it.
Okay.
I guess that's
So
why
you said goblin.
the server was so
Infesting
stable.
my mind.
We couldn't really
He
fill
has
it.
his own stool in the corner because he can't sit on the regular stool.
Where is it? I want to sit in it.
He's over there by the fireplace.
By the way, Darius, you still
Von's
have that
VoIP is
breastplate from
cutting out,
yesterday,
unfortunately.
by chance?
Oh yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
Challenging to hear him.
Thank you for reminding me.
No, no worries. Like, I was happy to let you keep it, but I kind of forgot what colors it was. I didn't want you.
I used to dangle my legs.
You do. He sits on the
Can you
cross-legged.
tell me?
I think I won't need
You
it anymore.
look very comfortable, Master Dwarf.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
No, I don't like it.
There we go.
Let me go see if the rest of your order of ale is ready, Thoric.
You guys
kind
want to
of
go check?
We do it forever.
A little bit. I'm gonna get little wings. Just you wait. You guys want to go talk about it? You go talk a bit?
Sure.
I'm a little low on time.
Oh my.
Alright, here we are.
I'm glad I didn't show up at the tavern, Jesus. Yeah, it's a
Right
bit
here,
of a shit
Master
show,
Dwarf.
but it's fun. There is a new
Wow.
character on the player, it's called Lucille. How dare they?
Thank you for your business.
Show me where she
I'm
is.
set.
So will this just get you buzzed, or will it actually get you drunk?
Lucille
Buzzed.
Thorn? Ugh,
Alright
how
then.
dare they?
I'll make sure that they're making
Well, it's a
more in the
lovely
back
name.
then.
Imitation is the highest
Yeah,
form of
forget.
flattery.
When I come by,
Make sure that there's plenty.
Disgusting. It's
I should be
fine.
warning you before
Everyone
I
already
come.
knows you. You are the first Lucille.
Because I'm a big tipper and a big drinker.
Believe me, I definitely want to be keeping you happy, Master Dwarf.
Season
What
3
did
there
you
was
say?
3 Talias.
I said I definitely want to be keeping
All
you
right,
happy.
all right, all right, all right. Enough of this.
Enough of what?
Let me
Oh
give
my
you
God.
another 1,000.
It's really not necessary. But I'm not gonna.
Shut your mouth. You're pleasing a
sir.
dwarf. You take my money.
I will take your money,
boy.
sir.
Master Dwarf, I have a question.
Some funny misunderstanding.
As a dwarf,
Yes.
you must be a very capable smith as well, right?
Oh boy.
All right, yes. They call me Forge Master for a reason.
Oh,
It's gonna be a lecture about forging again.
Interesting. Have you met others of your kind in this land?
Oh, yes, yes.
Only one Corey, one Zarot, and one Neo.
Have to say,
Yeah, I gotta say I was also quite lucky of not exactly having to deal with a situation where anyone would, be called Durga, Clyde, or
You are a
Dehaka,
wonderful dwarf.
Nathan,
I'm charmed by you.
Theodoros, Timaios.
No problem.
No one likes my names, apparently.
I'll be giving more coins later.
Not even Henry Hoofs.
Alright, if you insist, I will take it.
Or anything with
It's all
Iania.
good
Yeah,
for a good
Ellie,
cause,
that is
you know?
true.
My livelihood.
You beat the system. You figured it out.
Alright,
The
alright.
perfect algorithm.
Okay, I've stopped
Someone was
gushing, alright?
Draven in the
Thank
last
you.
server. I was
More
playing.
ale?
Full Draven.
Enough of tin.
Make some ridiculous RP. Ugh.
For bron.
Ridiculous. Bananania. Ugh. Can we ban Ellie? Ugh.
Thank
I
you.
hate that name.
Thank you. Anything else you want? Do you want me to dance on the bar? Do you want me to sing a song? Is there anything else I can do for you?
Cody is useless. What is Cody?
Do you have someone that looks like you, but more hairier and 10 feet shorter?
I think I'm gonna ban the word bananania because I hate it.
Alright, alright, alright.
I'll put it in the
Make sure she has
forbidden words in my Twitch chat.
What about a beard?
Little beard, a little. Not too much.
Melania is
I don't
quite
want her
close
to
to
cover
Fury
me.
quickly. We have quite a few names.
I understand. I don't know
Yeah.
much about dwarven customs when it comes to love, so I don't know if they need
The hairier the better.
Right. But
But
her
not
beard
facial.
doesn't. Her beard
Yes,
shouldn't
yes,
overshadow
beard.
yours. All right, I see.
They have beards, but not too big.
Right, because you might feel threatened if her beard was larger than yours.
Of course.
I thought Talia was unique. I wouldn't say so. Talia's feels
And make
quite
sure she has back hair.
common
a
to
lot
me.
of it.
Well, I
I
would
like
ask
to
her
Like
next,
commonly
but
used
I
in
said,
sci-fi,
if
you know,
you're
and
a
in
female dwarf, I'll send her your way.
history.
I like to rub my hand all over that
Because
hairy
it's a nice name, you know,
back
and
of
people Google a lot
Okay.
when it comes to, you know, these random generator names and stuff.
I mean, I don't mind a little back hair.
I found it randomly? Really?
I like a lot of it.
Right, I'm just gonna rest.
Like the name? It's not unique, but it's not common. Yeah, exactly, Kel. It's like in the middle.
Maybe not. Maybe your
Suit,
cat's too
suit
cute.
yourself, I guess.
Keep the drink going.
But it is indeed like
Anyone who
quite
needs
rare
it,
to have 3 Talias in one season. I agree with that.
Want the back hair?
No, no, no.
Doctor
I'm
John
saying
reminded me. Perhaps later
anyone who needs drinks.
I might be able to go to
Hold on, Lee.
your place for an appointment, if possible.
But of course, I still owe you, yeah, finishing the first one we were supposed to have.
I wouldn't say owe you. I mean, I'm not paying anything, so.
I'm not a scam artist. You gotta
Well,
take this money.
Yeah, but thank you. And
You will pay me your visit.
Corinne,
How does that sound?
All right.
Keep tipping people.
Of course.
I mean,
Thank
are you
very
into?
much.
I see. I do know that I'm a beautiful man.
I'm stuck.
No, I don't
Oh,
go that way,
oh.
doctor. I'm
No,
sorry.
no. I meant visit, not sexual relationship. I understand how those terms can be switched, but trust me, I merely meant professional visit as a. Oh my. All right, and on that note. Yeah, well, when you said you might want to bring your Cody, I was going to change mine's name just out of respect. Oh, look at Katra. Just clearing the field for Mel's Cody. Hoi! Mel, I think you mentioned that Cody is like one of your original characters, like one of the first ones, or is she the multi-generational one that has like relations to your previous characters? I do the same. I had an idea for another name for Cassia, but I saw a similar one on the list, so I changed mine. Yeah. Generational, I see. Just make it easier for people. Yeah, it's always nice, you know, when you have unique names. Okay, I should probably exit my game and do the update. Each Cody is unique, so I am not playing the same character over and over. I see. Yeah, I had a similar thing with Clyde, but well, both of them are dead, so I don't want to bring a third Clyde. It just ties into a bigger story. I see. Well, the story of my Clyde was that they were all named Clyde, and one of them had a huge neck, and the other one had a huge nose, and well, I was rolling with that. I like the Cody and Alistair interaction. Their backstories are an interesting dynamic. Well, I have yet to meet any of these Codys. I only met Katra's Cody. Oh boy, so many customers. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I actually didn't think that people would like the RP that I'm currently attempting to do.
They took your health and your pride.
I'm actually positively surprised, you know, that people give me so much of their time and seek me out actually to just
die.
RP with me in my office like that. That's awesome. That was my whole goal for this season, you know, to just bring people over and offer them, you know, a place where they could share their stories and any kind of advice that I offer them, you know, or any kind of solution that I provide is actually quite irrelevant, you know. All I really want to do is just OOC is to just hear them, you know, talk and get to know them and RP with them and get myself involved, at least like minimally, and so far I've been having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, I'm of course trying to, you know, challenge myself and actually try to provide any kind of counseling or help that I can. Well, Alina isn't having any of it. Well, I do have my own explanation of that in character, so I'm not gonna share it with you, but yeah. We'll see how things develop, Mel. So many people, when I've suggested seeing you, their characters are like, no, I don't have any issues, I love live everything is perfect, Daria, and surprises me every time. Daria, I see. Yeah, that's what I thought, you know, that people would be like, ugh, therapist, you know, that doesn't make sense, you know, especially in this world where we have mages and stuff, just... So I'm actually glad. Like in GTA RP, everyone is from the army. Oh boy. I have only an issue with his profession. And that is absolutely okay, P-Fund. Like, I appreciate, you know, when someone just doesn't roll, you know, with me and tries to be at least a bit antagonistic. I do it to people all the time, so it's only fair that, you know, on other characters, so it's only fair when people fire back at me whenever I'm trying to play a nice character, you know. The dwarf was killing me. Come on, Bjorn. Man, the farmer profession. Oh, I see. I thought you meant like the therapist profession. I see. Yeah, I know, P-Fund, and I really appreciate your discomfort more than you realize. That's the one I was talking to you about before, Bear. Yeah. My favorite dwarf friend that I like to listen about his long explanations of how blacksmithing works. So my tears give you strength. Exactly, P-Fund. And I am pretty sure it's we have a similar source of rejuvenation from each other's tears. We both enjoy this kind of discomfort. I think he's adorable, but I'm scared because it sounds like he's gonna kill his throat. It's okay, I'm farming mats for John. Mel, I don't need you. Stop farming. Come RP instead. For his profession. Yeah, that is true. I will do it, you know, just tell me what to focus on and I will focus on it off stream. You said I don't need you? No, I said that I don't need Mel to farm crap for me anymore. I just do it off stream. Hello, Sammy? You said you don't need her? Always off stream. Yeah, I know, but I feel bad because, you know, I don't want you to miss out on anything. Like, you know, this tavern meeting and stuff. And I know that you're awesome and you are very efficient and you just like to probably, you know, listen to music or watch streams and stuff. And yeah, you probably have your ways. I've had plenty of RP. Well, in that case, I guess it's fine, but you know. I don't know, I always feel bad when people say that they farm for me because... Notice how I knew someone you didn't? Yeah, well, congratulations, Mel. Good job. Making me proud. Okay, I forgot. We're supposed to join the server at some point. Is there a message about not joining? I don't see anything. Anything in announcements? I think we're good. Restart happened... Yes, 2 minutes ago. It's probably full. I had plenty of fun. I don't think she would do if she didn't enjoy just worrying so much. Well, telling me to stop worrying is not gonna cut it. I'm so sleepy, the fuck. Well, go have some rest, M9. We need you at your best. Restarted Corinne? Yes, I did. Had to format update. Yep, already done that. Right, I'm getting a bit hot. I need to undress. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry guys, I wanted to make sure my sister is doing alright. Apparently she went to bed already. Okay, let me see. And here I was trying to make sure that we ain't getting on before stuff. I checked announcements in general and I didn't see any message about not getting on. I hope I... Trick of stuff is sick, so feel free. Okay, Annie. Thank you. Thank you for confirming me that I didn't break any rules. And hi, by the way. How are you? And I'm so sorry to hear that. Our favorite staffers are sick. Oh yeah, Ori. Wait, sister? Yes, indeed. My sister is finally here, and she's gonna spend a whole freaking week with me. Because my parents have busted their central heating, and it's too cold in there, so I invited her over. And I'm gonna spoil the shit out of her. I don't think we were full yet, but it's almost prime time. Yeah, it's getting there, definitely. But the server is running well today, I gotta say. Was at 63 when last? Yeah. The 6 PM restart, that's when you wait for staff. Oh, I see, that makes sense. Spoil her rotten, I will. I had some hiccups with ping, but other than that, fine. Yeah, definitely better than yesterday, I gotta say. Also, how come I'm the only one here? Hello? Okay. So far, so good. I feel a bit lonely. I guess I'll be outside. Hello? Hello? No, I'm not locked in. Thankfully, the doors are open. Oh, there he is. Hello, sir. How was your nap?
Quite alright. Assisted by rum, I think.
I see. Yes, that tea was indeed very strong, and it also encouraged me to doze off for a bit.
Oh, it wasn't a chamomile, was it? I hear those make people sleep quite quickly.
Well, I guess I was asking for it. I shouldn't have trusted that damn herb.
Herbal tea can be a mixed bag, I know that too well.
Oh boy. Well, I'll be more careful next time.
I might have to ask Corinne if she has iced tea, because that's a nice drink. No, that's nice and refreshing.
I can make iced tea. Obviously, not now. Give a few minutes and
Yeah.
for the kettle.
No. I wasn't asking for it now. I was thinking for in the future if the doctor wanted to
that.
drink something more quickly rather than.
Yes, apparently the doctor is quite a lightweight, and simple herbal tea can knock him out for like 5 minutes.
The iced tea is quite refreshing.
Very well. I will take my chances with that one. Next time I'll come visit.
Sounds good to me.
I really like this tavern. It's very cozy and seems like it's getting quite popular. You have a lot
It
of
does seem
visitors.
like that. In fact, I don't wonder if perhaps maybe in nearer future than I expected, I might actually take that front wall and expand it some. Because it is, I am surprised like how many people here come here when it's, you know, even casually open, you know? I was expecting quite a large crowd on the first day, of course, but that, like, there were quite a number of people. As soon as they hear that it's open, here they are. It's great.
I think it's
But I
only
would like
fair.
to give a little bit more space so that people can spread out a little bit more. I feel like it get a little bit crowded.
Perhaps. But there is nothing more.
All right. Time for me to walk off.
Is that the dwarf joke?
No.
Oh. Pleasure to meet you, Master Dwarf. Thank you so much for all the things today, and I hope you enjoy your ale. And
I don't need to finish
I
my
will
thought.
be seeing you next time, da?
You have a wonderful day now, Dory.
Safe
Farewell.
travels, friend. Thank you for the drinks.
Keep the drink rolling.
I will keep it running, I promise.
I want people to come out of here crawling.
Oh
Fair
dear.
enough.
Oh boy.
I don't think that's
speaking of,
becoming of me. The Duchess would have a word with me after that.
I am going to get another batch of the white rum going because I think that it's neat.
Just going to get some fresh air for a moment.
Very
Of
well.
course.
Yes, go ahead and make Master Dwarf proud with that fresh batch of rum.
Wait, where did the seeds go? Wow, where did the seeds go?
Oh, is that why you needed the seeds? For those recipes?
Yeah, it's for the white rum. Uh-huh.
I
Oh
see.
no, I thought I picked it up, but I must not have picked it up. Unless I put it away. But I don't even remember going in here.
Sometimes these pesky items can get stuck in our pocket so deep that you will find them again when you, for example, wake up. It's weird how it works, but
But
yeah.
I just woke up, you know what I mean?
I see.
So I am very worried about this.
Good morning.
Well, I do believe that we have many planters running, and Miss Alina can probably supply with some more.
Then I may just have to go out with Seagull later.
Question for you, driver. Did you see
Of
if the Dark Priestess, did she fall asleep or did she leave?
I did not see. I had other things to mind at that point, and then I followed, Lila out here.
Okay, no worries.
If I may, Dark Priestess asked
What
me
is going on?
for a meeting privately later, so I think she wouldn't just walk off.
Sorry, Duchess, what was that?
What's going on?
Nothing's going on, why?
The dwarf said something about you should probably head to the bar. Something about drink.
Oh, he paid for as many drinks as people can drink.
Oh, I thought there was.
That's all. No. Come and have a drink, though.
Duchess,
No.
not
Take the weight
everything
off.
is a fire.
The mood I'm in.
Sorry, Doctor, what were you saying?
Just about the Dark Priestess. I presume that she will return eventually because she wanted to have a session with me privately.
Ah, what sort of doctor are you, by the way?
I'm a psychologist.
Ah, a head shrink.
Exactly. Just helping people deal with their problems in any way, shape, or form. I am capable. Specialize in therapy and analyzing certain difficult situations and providing my input.
Ah. You know, I've been having a strange dream lately. It's been troubling me a little. Maybe I should come and see you.
Well, anytime you're around. I don't know if you know where we currently reside, but if you just go to the Highlands portal and follow the road towards the kingdom, then you should probably not miss our establishment. There is quite a lot of houses and a little fountain even, and I should always be around.
Well, I appreciate the invite.
You're always welcome. Interesting. A little bit of dream reading. And I believe that is the priestess.
Yes, okay. All good. Please go inside. Have another tea.
You think I can handle another one?
I think if the dwarf has anything to say it, I think you'll be drinking until you can drink no more.
Oh boy. My poor bladder.
More tea? Is that what I heard?
Apparently that is what the doctor ordered.
All right, here we go.
I never thought I would spend all my allowance on this fine tavern tea, but I guess that is the case now.
good place to spend it.
You don't have to spend any of your money here
That's
tonight.
true.
The dwarf paid
the
for
dwarf
everything.
paid for it.
Well, I don't like the idea of owing people. I always felt uncomfortable when it comes to finances, and I like my debts covered as soon as possible.
When it comes to drink, you will never owe a dwarf anything, as long as you drink up.
I see. Thank you.
You're welcome, but we'll keep this between us.
Mhm.
Hello there.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. I have your honey whiskey with me.
Oh my goodness, yes. How much do I owe you for this?
I believe they said
20L.
your family wine. Some of that would be fair trade.
Of course. How many do you have?
I have more tea for my
Alright,
customers.
I'll be right back with 100 wines.
I don't need to brew it myself. Oh, it's so scummy. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing fine. Enjoying my tea. All three of them.
I'll set here on the table. Because, you know, all this wine wouldn't fit in this tip jar, so it's here on the table.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
I thought for a moment it was cast. His characters usually wear this freaking face mask.
Beautiful.
Ellie, I don't know if you're still here, but tell me he doesn't look like cast. Maybe the green is a bit too much, but it's totally a cast character.
You as well? Is there anything I can get you? There was a dwarf here earlier. He's paid for drinks for the night, so it's all in the house.
Rafa,
I think I forgot the name.
Yes.
What was
would
it?
you like to come outside?
He does a bit, right?
God damn.
Even the haircut, it's kind of so tacky.
But right now, I'm quite good.
All right then.
Not the hair?
Everything
Something
okay,
about-
Duchess Lila?
Ponytail?
I suppose so, yes.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Yeah,
Oh
you
boy.
too. Wait, I don't have your name.
The name is Eldarin.
Eldarin. I'm Corinne. Thank you very much for the shipment.
Yeah, no problem. Be safe.
You too.
Have a good one, Eldarin.
You as well, Jonathan.
You mind for me?
Can I get you some chilled wine, Duchess?
I would appreciate it, thank you.
Of course.
May I join you there, Duchess, or would you prefer to be alone?
You can join me if you would. I do not mind.
Very well.
Thank you so much, Corinne.
Of course. My pleasure as always.
I gotta say, Miss Corinne did a wonderful job with this tavern. You must be proud of her as the Duchess of this keep and the surrounding area.
She did an excellent job with it, yes.
Mhm.
I'm quite proud of all, not just her.
That is good to
She's
know.
done a fabulous job with the family recipe.
I see. She sounds very sad.
And how have you been faring?
Very busy actually today. But I like to keep myself busy. Leaves me something to do, I guess. It's always better than the alternative of just sitting around and wasting my life.
Indeed. Having purpose is always needed.
That is true. But we must be careful and not let the purpose overcome us and become an obsession.
I agree with that. I believe some people fall into that trap quite easily if they're not well prepared.
Indeed. Preparation is the key. It is in our nature to be susceptible to these unfortunate events and scenarios, but as you said, discipline and preparation is the key.
As well as many other things that tend to lend a hand, but I digress.
How was your day? You sound very tired.
It was good. I went on my morning hunt this morning, and I'm not tired. I'm just preparing for the rest of the evening to come ahead.
I see. I do wonder what the Dark Priestess is, what is she up to? She asked me for a session. I wonder what she wants to talk about.
I do not know. She spent quite a deal talking with me. Answered actually quite a lot of my questions that I had, which I was surprised.
I see.
However, I was somewhat fearful at the time, so...
Yes, she seems to be transparent when you give her a chance to explain herself. And when you show her respect, she will show you her respect back. However, when it comes to any perceived disrespect, she can get quite, well... We all heard the stories. Some of us even witnessed it.
Yes, and that's what I feared when it might have happened when I was praying for questions.
Well,
So.
I'm glad to hear that she was able to control her emotions.
Indeed. Maybe her lesson did teach her something.
Perhaps. I do hope that a similar incident will not happen again. It will be quite unfortunate. I don't believe that a kingdom, especially the king himself, wouldn't be so tolerant.
Indeed, I do not feel like this tolerance would last long. I could be surprised, however.
Indeed. Have you met the king? Personally?
I have sat down and talked to him in court twice. I have not had the fortune or grace to sit down in his presence personally and have a longer discussion, no.
I see.
Everything that I have talked to with the royal family has been business, unfortunately.
I see. Well, I do hope that you will have an opportunity to talk to him in a more informal scenario.
Lord Willard.
I'm curious as to why, if you don't mind me pressing.
Yes.
Well, I myself am interested to talk to a king. I guess it's just a professional curiosity. I have never really seen or met a king before, and I do wonder if what they say about how heavy the crown must be. What it's
Heavy the crown upon the head, yet light upon the brow. It seeps into the heart and soul. For this you must not never show or allow.
I am so grateful that you were able to finish my thoughts so eloquently and present it in a much better way than I would ever be able to. Thank you.
It is what my father and my mother told me.
So yes, to answer your question, I am interested to get to know him. Not just as a king, but as the person. But I guess that applies for everyone, because I'm just a curious person and I like to talk to people.
Curiosity can lead you astray, good doctor.
That is true. I've been known to wander around, finding shortcuts and getting myself lost, but I always find something new along the way. So I would say it's quite worth it.
I see. If there are questions that the king cannot answer about royalty, I can answer as much as I can remember of what my father taught me. But that is up to you in your discretion, I suppose.
But of course, I don't mean to be so nosy, but it is actually for the first time in my life that I have witnessed so many people of nobility. And I do quite wonder what the expectation of me as a commoner is when it comes to behavior. I do hope that I haven't insulted anyone by, for example, my dress code or by my behavior or my manners.
I cannot speak for everyone, dear doctor, but I can at least speak for what I am. Yes, I am nobility, but I also know there are some that are given the title and not born in such ways. It feels actually a rarity seeing the nobility about, if that makes sense. I have not had the fortune of seeing many such backgrounds as I.
I see.
You, to me, are quite fine the way you are. I do not pass judgment upon people on what they wear or who they are. A lot of my dear associates came from similar backgrounds, and I do not look down upon people for that. Everyone starts somewhere. I wish a part of me could take them in and show them the lifestyle that I have, and I'm trying to give that to my people as it is, make it comfortable for them. Make it so they don't feel trapped with these demeaning titles that people have given them. All their lives, I'm trying to give them a chance to grow and flourish.
I have definitely noticed that from your associates, all of them seem to be very loyal to you, and that loyalty is, of course, quite deserved. All of them seem to be... It seems like you are allowing people to fulfill their potential, whatever it might be.
I'm glad I'm doing what I wish to, just then.
That's all you can really ask for as a leader, to make sure that those who follow you are happy and content.
Upon the journey over, not many of them know this. I know Corinne knows this, so I'm a little bit more lapsed to say it. Not even my council knows this. A lot of it was struggling with supplies. I forego a lot of my rations, and I gave it back to the guards, and I gave it back to the people to make sure that they would survive just as much as I would. We were not alone in our journey. While the title might have been different to them in the way I was brought, I wanted us to be as one. We are all here together. We are all trying to survive together and flourish once more. We can't blame what happened in Orlais. It happened. But trying to give that opportunity again to them.
I see. Well, I apologize, but I cannot really help it. That's very noble of you. Apologies, that was an attempt to make a very bad joke. Just a little pun.
I noticed that. Thank you.
But yes, I do mean it. I am very glad to hear that even with your title and even with your high position, you seem to be much closer to these common people like me than, well, some of my own kind.
I try to ask them every day how they're doing. Every time they greet me in the morning, I sit down and I take time to talk to them to make sure they're all right before my day begins. And if situations get stressful, I sit them all down in the throne room and I sit on equal level with them. And I say, are you alright? The day has been stressful to not only me, but also to you.
Well, in that case, you're making my job here much easier for me, and I do appreciate it. It's good to know that I have a colleague who also tries to help people.
I don't mean to step upon toes. That is not
Oh,
my
trust me.
intentions at all. I just try to seek the well-being of everyone here.
As am I. And trust me, the more the merrier. I wish I wasn't needed. I wish I could focus on my other hobbies, but what I do it for the same reason as you. And I'm glad that I'm not alone on my journey.
I will admit I've seen and heard stories of my family not as graceful as I. My mother was a bit more of a crass ruler as well, so she seeped into a lot of the traditions that our lay placed us in. I abolished a lot of them when she passed as our journey here to make it much easier and more eloquent for the people.
I see.
We still have our own traditions. I still have my own traditions, but it is not as heavy upon the shoulders for them.
Indeed. Traditions are important. They can teach us a lot, but sometimes, well, they can be in a way of progress. And it is important to realize that it is just it, traditions. And oftentimes it is important to make new traditions. We need to be flexible.
Indeed.
And I do believe you definitely possess that quality. I do believe that you would be able to sacrifice, if it was needed, for the good of your people.
I'll answer with honesty. I would in a heartbeat if it ensures their survival. There's some question upon if I would do a certain objective over the other. I answer with, it depends on the situation and it depends on what objective it is at the time. The little cat that runs around asked if I would give up my soul for it, and I said no, I would not, for that is a foolish choice to make. That would not better my people, that would put them into a servitude.
Of course. And I also believe that your people wouldn't let you make such a choice, even if you tried. They would probably come by and offer themselves instead of you.
It is quite a high possibility.
And you don't want to make your counselor angry, after all. I don't think he would appreciate you doing anything like that.
None of them would appreciate anything like that. There are three. There's Lord Willard, there's Councillor Vathis, and there's Councillor Kidrell.
I see. I have a feeling that specifically Councillor Vathis would be most displeased out of all of them. But after meeting Willard today, I do believe he cares a lot about you too.
I have known Willard for a very, very long time, since we were children. He's watched me grown up, and seen me more than others with what I face. I typically face everything with not much emotion, but so.
So I guess it would be fair to say that he's more of your family than just a servant.
He's not a servant. None of my people are. I do not believe in servitude. I see everyone as equal. Willard might have the upper hand upon how he knows me well, but that does not mean that Vathis does not, or Kidril does not in their own ways as well.
I see. And I do apologize for jumping to conclusions. I am still unfamiliar how these mechanics work. But it's good to know that these people are independent and they, I guess, there is certain degree of individuality in them. Even though they follow you, they are still their own people and they don't serve you.
Exactly. I try to stress that to them every day.
Yes, some people need a constant reminder of this because they find it quite comfortable in being helpful and always around, almost in that serving position. You need to kick them a bit sometimes.
Indeed. Now you have the thought of dancing around my mind on if I ever have the counsel of the king and the fortunate to speak to him without being in court, what I would say. Or even ask. I suppose no such feat has crossed my mind, as I know how the nobility works most of the days.
Yes, that would be quite something. I also am quite at a loss of words. And to even think how that interaction would... I don't even know what to ask to a king. But from what I heard about the princess, she seems to be quite down to earth and quite kind. So I do hope that the king is of a similar persuasion.
The prince is that way as well. He was asking questions and I replied, and I asked questions and he replied. They're just like us in all sense. These titles, yes, they have their meaning and their weight, but at the end of the day, we are all similar blood. We are all human.
Indeed. I guess there is no need to put them on too high of a pedestal. And I don't think they would even appreciate it if we were perhaps a bit overly anxious in their presence.
I am overly anxious for the fact of how tall the king is. I get very anxious around tall people, but that is just me.
I see.
Vathis makes me anxious as well, but I also know he has my back if something goes wrong. In multiple stances. He knows it as well. He jests with me and appears behind me where I do not expect him, because they move quite quietly. Him, Kidril, and Lady Malice.
Oh boy. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind and I will look over my shoulder in case there is a counselor there. Probably check under the bed too, just in case.
I will warn you, they have been teaching me their ways.
Oh.
So.
Looks like the coast is clear for now.
Yes, I believe Lord Willard is on shift, not Kidril or Vathis at the moment. They tend to rotate in and out.
I see. Divide et impera. They have it all covered.
Indeed, it seems to be the case.
I am quite surprised that it's just the two of us here. Before I was unfortunately forced to take a little nap because of my overconsumption of herbal tea. There was like 10 people around. What happened?
I came back and a lot of folks seem to have left the area, but...
I see. Well, the Dark Priestess, she asked me for a private session, but I think she reconsidered because I can't really see her lovely voice anymore.
think she was talking to Apollo last I recall.
Oh yes, the Archangel. How do you feel about the presence of demons and angels in these mortal realms?
If I told you it wasn't strange, would you believe?
I would definitely believe you, trust me.
Where we come from, there's another realm. Not just our land on the continent, but there was also a mirror dimension to it, called the Fade. A place twisting that manifested from dreams. And out of it came demons. When rifts and breaches were abundant in appearance. There was actually a war fought on these very lands we sit on many, many years ago. To close the Fade back up and restore the peace. There's remnants of ruins and tales of the history that seep through the walls. I actually know someone who survived that ordeal. Not many did. She was from Ferelden, and she works with a Templar order. Not a Templar herself, given the nature of what had transpired to her after, but she is a cleric of the Maker, which is a deity native to those lands back there. Not native to us, but to that land.
I see.
So demons were quite common, I suppose, for us, as well as archdemons, but our archdemons, as I've said before, are different than the ones you see here.
I see. I definitely met more demons than angels, though. Definitely one archdemon. I believe his name was Archon. And only one archangel. I believe he calls himself Apollo.
I will say angels are not common where we are. They are more legend, but the demons were reality for a while, so I suppose if one is there, the other one had to be there, but never was witness to anything. Then again, I stayed in the keep most of the time.
I see. Well, I do wonder what their purpose here is. If they're here just to tempt us, or if they're perhaps envoys of some grander schemes that are yet to transpire.
Who knows?
Well, I guess we have our own matters to tend to, even without demons and angels. We of course have these blood mages and kingdoms, priestesses. Even without these additional actors, there is still a lot for us to do.
Indeed, the day's never bored.
That is true. Well, Duchess, I am most grateful for you spending so much time with me. I do hope that I didn't bore you for too long, but let's have this discussion again. What do you think? It doesn't have to be in my office, but I would love to visit this tavern again, so if you're ever around, then see me.
Well, I dare say, Doctor, I hope it's not the same discussion, because my memory might be good, but it is not that great.
You know what? I am quite fine when it comes to hearing your lovely stories again. Especially the one about the demonic realm, the spirit realm. I do wish to hear more about that one. To perhaps educate myself a bit more about these traditions, tales, part of history.
Perhaps in the near future, though we will see what transpires. Shall
Very well. I am definitely looking forward to it. Should be on my way. It's getting quite late for me. And I can feel my eyes slowly closing in.
Indeed. Safe travels, Doctor.
Thank you, Duchess. I hope that the rest of your day is as lovely as possible.
He laid a chicken.
He did. He's apparently being followed by chickens now today. I don't really know how this came about. I wasn't present for it.
Right.
Hello.
Come on in. I'll see. It's on the house. The dwarf paid for everything for the whole day.
Lady
Oh,
Malice.
right. Hello, how are you?
I am doing quite well. Unfortunately, I am on my way back home, but I am glad that Duchess has some new company.
Travel safely.
Very well.
It's always good to see you. Hello, Duchess. How are you?
Lady Corinne, thank you so much for the tea. I'll be on my way.
The pleasure was mine. Have a good day.
Have a good day too.
That's what she did.
Somewhere, but you hold it.
No.
I don't think it would survive.
Okay, they were still around.
I would say you're enhanced by you being
listen, there is no such a thing as a chicken coming out of my butthole. Otherwise, I would have felt it. Right?
Maybe it's.
Yes. I mean, don't you feel when you are taking a shit?
Maybe you should ask the doctor why you're.
I think I am currently needed somewhere. I will leave you to your business and
Doctor,
I'll be on my way. Oh, what's that, Alina? You need my help? Oh, yes, I am be
Doctor,
over there in a moment.
I have a psychological problem.
Oh boy.
What does it mean for my brain if I keep seeing Darius laying chickens? Not eggs, but whole.
I'm not doing that.
Am I
Maybe
losing?
just drawn to you.
If everyone else sees the chickens as well, or is Darius just laying chickens?
Could be a shared delusion.
Yeah, maybe it's something in the air.
Or maybe it's simply nothing and they are just teasing you, Darius.
Ooh, the chickens?
That would explain why they keep following you around if they're trying to tease you.
You know what, Darius? Why don't you give them the taste of the same medicine? Why don't you show them what you're capable of? Come on. Throw a little insult back at them. A
Oh, you're
little
going to
jab.
poop another chicken.
Alright. Go fuck yourself, chicken.
Wait.
I think it looks more like.
There is an actual chicken, I just noticed. I see.
Yes.
I
No,
don't
he quite
understand,
literally
like-
pooped a chicken out. Like a whole chicken.
Maybe
You need to
someone
chew your.
put something in my.
Did you just say you need to chew your food?
Yes, well, he pooped out a whole chicken. What do you
I
expect?
did. It's not possible.
Maybe
I
it's
would
just
have
following you
felt-
around, like hiding in your folds.
Your folds.
I mean, you know, like
Not that fat.
the quilted, what have you.
Alright,
What
that's
do you
it.
call
I'm
that?
keeping this chicken as my friend. You know what? He will be my familiar.
He's your squire.
He's
Yes.
familiar. He's a mage.
I will have a chicken.
Darius
as my
has a
familiar.
chicken for a squire. Perfect.
Okay.
Dr. Jonathan, do you mind if I take my appointment? I feel like I'm mentally disturbed.
I can see why. Follow me. Don't forget your chicken, though.
Can I bring the chicken?
Of course. We'll have a group session.
I don't believe I need it.
So, has that happened before? You, summoning a chicken like this?
I did. It was not me. I don't know. It keeps happening, but I'm not doing anything.
Have you been
And it is
experimenting with...
impossible that comes out of my.
I see. Have you been experimenting with other colognes or perfumes? Like something that would attract chickens, like a corn perfume?
I did thought that perhaps it was that, but I don't have a a lotion that smells like corn. So
I see. I have a theory. Maybe the chicken is a representation of your fear when it comes to facing the horse that belongs to the Duchess. Maybe you're chickening out.
The Duchess? What do you mean?
Reaper, I believe, is the name of the horse.
Oh. Yeah. Already have a solution for it. You want to hear?
Alright.
So, Reaper really likes to come close to me and like bite my hair, so I'm gonna put pepper in my hair.
Oh, I see.
And then he will come and sniff, and then he will start, just sneezing all the time, and it will feel super bad on him. And then perhaps he will stop.
Indeed, that's quite a wise solution. I can only imagine that might be a powerful enough of a detractor to the horse to not bite you.
Yeah. Well, I'll be smelling like pepper for some time, but I hope it works.
Well, some people might enjoy that. Like
The smell of
chefs.
pepper.
Yes. Although, you might want to prepare for some uncontrollable sneezing in your future.
I would rather have them sneezing than just making fun of me.
I see.
Right?
Yes, you seem to get a lot of jokes coming your way. I can only imagine.
Holy shit. Fucking rabbit.
Yes. Looks like this path is blocked by wildlife. Hello.
Actually, thinking about that. Greetings.
Lady Belladonna? Oh no, that's Miss Lucille.
Oh.
Wait, which one is that?
Are you absolutely serious?
Oh yeah, I think this is of course the granny that we just met. Hello granny, what brings you what brings you to these parts again? Ow. I was making a joke, Miss Lucille, I apologize. Ow.
So was I. That was my funny kick.
Yes, so
Didn't sound that
funny.
funny at all. It's very painful. I yield. Did she stab your leg? Did she penetrate your leg with that?
No, I'm fine.
Wait, was it your balls? Oh, that's bad. You have a punctured testicle. That's not good.
Fine.
You going for a session?
Oh,
Perhaps.
yes, I believe it will be a session of some sorts, right?
Indeed. Is everything alright, Miss Lucille? Are you also in need of a session?
No, I'm just really bored, to be honest.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, once I'm done with Darius, I will definitely keep you some company, and we can perhaps have the dinner, as I promised you.
Oh. Look at you, doctor, making the move. Right, which way is it?
Let's follow the lady. Oops, apologies.
I mean, there isn't really a way here, is it? It's just a bunch of trees.
Indeed.
Well, then we make way. There we go.
Perhaps now that I'm a lumber by profession, I might start clearing
Oh wait,
these
you are
trees.
also a lumber by profession.
Yes, indeed, I was.
Oh dear.
That's what
We are both lumbers by profession.
I see. Brothers in lump.
Too
I
much
wouldn't
wood.
call that.
Yes, that
That's
doesn't
not,
quite
let's
sound.
not repeat that name. It's just. But perhaps we can start an association of.
Yes, perhaps Lumbers Guild.
Or we could hire a fire mage and burn everything to the ground. Probably be a lot quicker.
Excuse me.
Oh,
By
Miss
decree
Lucille.
of the association, no fire magic is allowed in our woods. You are
Indeed.
officially banished.
We must protect the trees.
No. We want to cut them and sell them. If you have burned wood, it's not very profitable.
What's the
Trust me.
difference? Cutting the tree, then burning it as logs afterwards.
Well, it's inhumane to the trees.
Well, I don't give a shit about the trees. It's more
Okay.
about my money.
Yes, I
I
guess.
don't want to, people won't buy burned wood, especially if you want to sell wood to make furniture or houses. Oh,
Yes.
look, Look at that beautiful that statue made of burned wood. You ever heard that? Or look at that house made of burned wood. That doesn't exist.
Yes, I can see how that would lose a lot of market value.
You could always sell the ash.
For what? Who
Ash
wants
is quite sought for.
She's not wrong.
Alright then. Okay. You know, we split it in half. Half of it goes to a fire mage to burn it into ash, and the other goes to furniture. Business. Think with your head, doctor. And
I
Miss
apologize.
Lucille.
I guess I was too concerned about the ethical ramification of the living situation when it comes to trees. But in the end,
Fuck
it's
the
just
trees.
trees.
Yeah, I mean, just stupid trees. Oh, look
Also,
at me, I'm
don't
a
you really
tree.
like this fountain?
Miss Lucille, please. This is not necessary.
What is... Look at... How am I even here? What happened?
Miss Lucille, please.
Is she a witch? I will be honest, this fountain does look rather suspicious.
Alright, I didn't want to do this, but I will return the fountain to you after our next session. Depending on how that goes. You forced my hand, Miss Lucille. I didn't want to do this. But I will take care of the fountain for now.
Well, it appears as if I have my erection confiscated.
Your erection? What the fuck is going on?
She has been whipping out that fountain a bit too inappropriately, and I had to make sure that that phallic object was properly tamed and stored in my pockets.
Call it phallic object.
Yes.
Why such a name, Doctor?
Have you seen it?
I mean, it does look like, you know, one big penis, erected penis in the middle, and, you know, flaccid ones surrounding it, all taking a piss at the same time, but come on. It's just a fountain. I mean, isn't that what art is about? Perspective. You know, some people might see it as a beautiful towers at the shape of a penis. Others might just see a penis.
You are right. Perhaps I was not kind enough in my interpretation, and I projected some of my own thoughts towards that object. But let's be honest, it looked like the penis
That
fountain.
flaccid object?
Yes. And now it's stored deeply in my pockets. And I will gladly return it to Miss Lucille if she reconsiders her actions of whipping it out of nowhere and dropping it on
Kinda
top of
wet.
people. Yes.
Like super wet.
I am sorry. Let us go dry our wet clothes to our bonfire.
I will cherish this conversation forever.
I wish you wouldn't.
Where is she?
She.
Sure you don't live with the witch. I would be careful.
Well, go ahead and ask her.
Oh, she's right there.
Alright,
Are you a witch?
Miss Lucille, you know the deal when it comes to proving whether you are something or you're not. Open your mouth.
Do I have to?
I mean, you don't have to, but... Just give me a second. Baba! What are you doing, Baba? I'm sorry, my horse says, he's been having some issues, you know, it's that time of the month. Just give me a second.
Yes, I can see how it's really likes our stairs.
Baba, you have to stop this right now. Or I will slap.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I wanted to join you on that lovely bench, but I guess not. Let's just stand. Yes, that's much more comfortable.
Right. Where were we?
Uh,
Oh yes. Are you a
Beechwood.
witch?
I've not been diagnosed with being a witch.
Then it's settled.
That's what the witch would say.
Well, we cannot
The
truly know.
doctor's professional. I'm sure he would be able to tell.
My
It is your call, Doctor. You're the one living with one, not me.
my current assessment is as follows: whether she identifies herself as a witch or not is her own personal choice.
Did anyone
It
ever
is.
say that you are so soft sometimes?
I apologize. That is how I was raised, and it is a part of my duty as a psychologist to be kind to my patients so that they can feel comfortable with me. That is how I was trained.
There is such a thing as being too soft, you know.
There is such a thing as being too soft. I can assure you that there is.
Well, I do appreciate your feedback, Miss Lucille, but rest assured that I am capable of being not so soft. I just prefer the other option when it's available.
Well, that's good to know.
It's good to know. Anyway, can I give you my chicken so you can place it somewhere in the office and yeah.
Very well. I shall take
I
care
don't
of
think,
your familiar.
Yeah, thank. I need a name. Do you think we could talk about this in the session about possible name for my chicken?
Yes, let us focus on that.
No, I wouldn't say the focus. Just like it's like a treat in the end of the session.
Very well. We shall make it a nice cherry on top of our session.
Yes, that would be. You have a horse behind you. Be careful.
Miss Lucille, I believe Charlie wants
Gonna
to
enter your
come
house.
inside.
Get out.
Look, he's guarding the home.
Oh, indeed. Look how proud and mighty he
Do
looks.
you like him? Do you want it? It's free.
I already have Baba, but wait, is it a... Just check. It is a female. I don't want another female.
No, it's definitely not a female. I don't know what you're seeing, but
What? I don't see anything.
really?
Am I going blind?
We'll take your word for it, Miss Lucille. If you are certain about this Charlie's equipment, then let's call him Charlie, the male horse.
I'm
Do you
really
know what
confused.
the penis?
Yes, it's quite large. It's right there.
Guess she doesn't. Maybe she, was grown up with.
I saw 4 of them yesterday.
Good for you.
I mean, your fountain had many of them, so.
Oh yes, the fountain.
guess-
Is that why you
But I
insisted on creating it? You wanted to recreate that moment with that fountain. Were you so impressed?
Yeah, well, it would be nice to see it from my window.
Very well. I will keep that in mind for our next session. I mean, not that I would to discuss matters of this nature, not to personally present them to you in any way. I want to clarify. That fucking fountain. Anyway, I do believe that the time is running short and we should focus on our session, Darius, before it gets too late.
Oh yes, yes. I don't want you to. Yeah. You're right.
Off you go.
Miss Lucille, pleasure as always.
Does my horse have a penis? No.
Right then, Baba, Lady Baba.
She's a great horse, or a mare, female horse.
Indeed, she definitely sounds like it.
Right, perhaps you can put it here on this table.
Not exactly what I intended this table for, but
It's fine.
I
It's a good
guess.
chicken. There you go, nameless one.
Oh no.
Alright. So, where were we? I don't remember.
Why don't you start by telling me how you're feeling today?
It's all chicken madness. It is, well, I found it very strange, you know. It was the first thing that happened when I woke up. I wake up and then I go outside and I'm talking with Gaspard, the Duchess of Ravenmore, and out of nowhere a chicken appears right behind me. And then they were all saying that I was pooping chickens, and I'm pretty sure I'm not pooping chickens, Doctor.
I believe you. It is not in our nature as human beings to summon creatures like this, especially by these methods. Perhaps if you were half chicken, half woman, and you had a very close relationship with another person of similar background, then it would be possible. But I don't suppose that is your case, isn't it?
I don't think so.
That is Darius, played by Bjorn. Well, in that case, you have nothing to worry about. It must be a simple misunderstanding.
I think it is, you know, them making fun again. I don't mind it, to be honest. But, you know, I did what you told me last time. You know, when they sort of do these sort of things, to just, you know, accept it and just move on so they can stop doing it. That's why I actually grabbed the chicken.
I see.
Is that a good idea? Made it worse.
I do believe that you only fueled their excitement, and that unfortunately had the effect of them wanting to be entertained even more, because you are simply too good at it. And they jumped on that opportunity, and now they seem to be quite quite thrilled about that proposition of you entertaining them with these ridiculous acts even more.
Shit.
Indeed. But that is fine. After all, you're making them happy, and that's what matters. But what also matters is if you are making yourself happy. We don't want you to suffer or to sacrifice your own happiness for the sake of others. That's not how relationships work. That's why I asked you how are you feeling about this. You said that you don't mind, but that is not good enough for me. I want you to know that you are either enjoying this role, or that you would rather if they reacted differently, or if they treated you in a more respectful way.
Here's the thing. I don't mind if such things are to happen, but, you know, I want people when the time comes and when it is necessary to take me seriously, you know?
I understand.
There was never where, you know, this was required, but I don't mind, you know, I like to laugh. They laugh, it is fine, but when serious moments come, I need to make sure that they understand that, well, they need to take it seriously as well. And yesterday, I'm not sure if you were made aware, but it seems that the Dark Priestess ran from the dungeon.
Yes, she escaped.
Yes, and it was actually me and Gaspard and Lilia, the Duchess of Ravenmore. We were the ones that actually captured her. And when that was happening, they all took it, you know, they took me seriously, so that that reassured me.
That is good to know. And I would advise you to talk to them and show them that you actually demand this kind of respect from them, at least in these serious scenarios. It is only fair. You want to make sure that they can rely on you, and you want to make sure that you can rely on them.
Yes. But there is another thing that I have noticed, is that, after all, I have been, I was growing up in a place that is very different from what I am at the moment. So in a way, it's almost like I feel like I don't belong there. But it is not like, you know, it totally shapes my life and makes me feel bad all the time. But there are a few occasions where I do feel that I don't belong in that place. like I'm a fish out of the water, you know?
Indeed. I am aware of this feeling. It is quite common, and all of us deal with it sometimes. There is a relation to a common phenomenon in psychology. It is called an imposter syndrome. Sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we can feel like we don't deserve certain position or certain rank or even certain happiness. And that feeling can be quite paralyzing sometimes. What you're feeling right now, the lack of the sense of belonging, might be a part of that. But I can assure you that it is merely a feeling, and you shouldn't pay too much mind to it. I talked to your Duchess, and I talked to all of your other associates, and every time your name is mentioned in a conversation, they do have a lot of respect for you. Maybe they like to tease you. Maybe they like to consider you as a jester sometimes, but rest assured that you are a valuable member of their group, and they would sacrifice their lives if they had to for you. Even the Duchess.
I understand it. So, I'm not sure if you were made aware, but me and Corinne, we actually grew together. We were both, I guess I was before her, but I was being raised in the streets, and later I was able to meet her. And we have been, I guess, we know each other for quite some time, and we know each other very well. And after I guess after I'm done with all of that madness, it does feel good sometimes to almost return to the past and go and speak with her, and I guess she does bring a bit of water, you know, to this fish that is out of the water.
I see. So you feel quite comfortable in her presence. She reminds you of the good old times.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that I give her a hard time, and she does give me a hard time sometimes. She's upset with something, I'm not sure. But yeah, it does feel, it brings a bit of comfort.
Tell me, when you are giving each other a hard time, how does it usually look? How would you describe that situation for an outside observer like me, who wasn't really there to witness it?
We kind of tease each other. I guess that is pretty much it.
I see. So just innocent teasing here and there.
And she makes fun of me, and I make fun of her. And I tell her that how much I want to punch her in the nose. And that's pretty much it.
I see. If you had to describe, or if you had to compare this feeling when she makes fun of you with the others, for example, like the Duchess you mentioned, when they made fun of you for laying down this chicken, is that a similar feeling, or is that a bit different?
I would say it is different in the sense that I know Corinne for longer, and I know that she respects me no matter what, you know? No matter what she says, no matter what she does have respect. Just like I have respect for her. So it feels different in that way, that I've known her for so long. That I know with whom I'm dealing with. So I guess it feels more comfortable when it is, you know, with Corinne. Because of that reason.
I see. In a sense, she's quite similar to Lady Malice, isn't she? You also have this connection with her from the past. You feel comfortable in her presence, and you care for her.
I would care for her like she cares for me. We're friends. No matter what she says, and no matter how she blames me for, I guess, leaving the streets. Yeah, I do care for her, but what I feel for Lady Malice is different.
I see.
I don't know Lady Malice well, but it's like, you know, the difference between when you have a very good friend And when you have someone that you like, that you want to have a relation with.
I see. So there is definitely attraction for Lady Malice, while for Corinne there is more appreciation in terms of friendship and maybe even certain familiarity.
I would say so. And I don't think too much about it, to be honest.
I see.
Like it is, I don't know. Just,
That is good. It is good that you realized how both of them are important to you in a different way. And whenever you find yourself in a similar situation where just random people start making fun of you and it starts bringing up these uncomfortable feelings, you can always rely on either Lady Malice or on your other friend to be there for you, and you can share your feelings with them too, like you're doing it with me right now. I might be a certified therapist, but sometimes it's important to share these feelings with those you can trust and rely on, and they will be there to comfort you. Much better than I can, because they know you. They've been with you for so long. In a way, they are much more qualified for this job than me, than I ever will. I'm not trying to send you to a fellow competitor of mine just because I don't enjoy your company. No, it's quite the opposite. I do want to keep our meetings happening. However, in order for you to regain your confidence and in order for you to feel the respect that you deserve, I do believe that they will be able to provide it to you in a way that you deserve, because they know you and you can rely on them. And perhaps they will also be able to persuade others that can give you difficulty sometimes.
it is very complicated for me because in the past I would have acted completely different.
Stormy.
I would have just, punched them in the face or grabbed a knife and stabbed them.
Well,
But I can't do that anymore. And there is something else that I want to bring up. Recently, Lady Malice gave me a book that belonged to my mother. And I was, I guess, going through these pages, and there was this page that seemed to be torn. It was not there. But right next to it, there was this dust. And well, I grabbed the dust, and by accident, I dropped the dust. And slowly, the page started forming itself, and it had a message, something that was written. And it just felt like it was meant to be. It was written for me, Even though I've never met this woman that supposedly is my mother. I just like this connection, but it doesn't make sense. It's like it's not rational how you can feel so close to someone you have never met in your life. Yet I do. And then I guess that brings some fears, disappointment. I don't know.
I wish rationality was able to explain everything, but there are certain aspects, certain things in life that can only be explained by heart. And if what you felt is true, then perhaps there is something to it. Perhaps this message was left by your mother. What did it say?
Well, at first it mentioned something about how sometimes, the road is dark and you have miles and miles ahead of you. There's always something that sheds a bit of light. Almost like the dawn will come. That no matter what, you just need to press forward. But It was all written, like a very nice poem and almost like a lullaby.
Indeed. It's quite beautiful and quite fitting from a mother to her son.
Yeah, and then it makes me miss someone that I don't believe that I ever missed before. I don't know, Doctor. It's all very complicated, and I'll be honest, I don't feel like talking about this anymore.
I understand. But
Makes me feel uncomfortable.
indeed. I would like to conclude this message that you mentioned from your mother just by saying that she obviously cared for you and she left it for a reason. And if you honor it, if you want to honor her, then just try to make her proud. That's all you can really do. Or all of us can do. Mothers know best, and they just want you to be safe and happy. And I'm sure that you will find a way how to fulfill her wish, with or without her message.
I do hope so.
Oh, I am certain. You have a lot of potential in you. It just needs to be unleashed in a proper way. Without without the involvement of chickens and other lovely critters trying to get in your way of your potential.
I mean, I might get this chicken. Did you see how well it behaved?
Indeed.
You need pets, so I could keep it.
Well, I do believe that we still need to discuss the very important matter of the name of this chicken.
Yeah, we do.
What
I
is
don't know.
What is a good chicken name? How about Colonel?
It needs to be a girl, right? Otherwise it would be, we would be discussing about a cock.
Yeah, that is
Don't want a
true.
cock.
We don't want that. Yeah, let's not talk about cocks.
Yeah. I'd rather, this chicken. How about Chicken Little? Like a little chicken. This chicken seems rather small, doesn't it? Or like a normal sized chicken. I don't know.
Give me names,
Small.
guys. Names in the chat. Chicken names. What about Stella?
I do like that.
Henrietta? What about Henrietta? Hello, Sarah.
Right, I do like Stella. Henrietta, I don't know. Sounds strange. Stella.
Beatrix?
Wait, what? Beatrix? What does that even mean?
I have no idea. I'm just throwing random suggestions.
I like Stella.
Hello, Hungry Game. Alright.
Stella the chicken.
Stella the chicken. Go on.
Well, there we go. We have a name, chicken. Now be known as Stella. Look, she's all happy. She even got up.
Indeed. I guess she recognized your voice and she's fully in your command. Stella, it is.
Well,
Thank you for the
I
suggestions,
think it's
guys.
time for this appointment to be over, right, Doctor?
Indeed. But I would definitely like to catch up with you again soon and hear about your progression and about your adventures with this chicken. That is, of course, Stella right now.
So, like 2 days? 3 days?
Sounds good. Whenever you see me around, when you just hear my voice, feel free to stop by anytime. I'll make time for
Oh
you.
yeah, it stopped, to just have a normal conversation, not an appointment. Don't worry, Doctor. I got your back. You seem like someone that needs some protection.
Well, no matter if you want this appointment to be formal or just as a friendly meeting outside of my office, I am always open and I will always make time for you.
Wonderful. Also, congratulations on that catch. Lucille, she's beautiful.
That she is, but our relationship is strictly professional. I am her doctor, she is my patient, and we are friends. I do have rules that forbid me of dating my own patients.
But role play, like you role play with her. She's like a doctor, and she's your patient.
Not quite, but it was my suggestion. She mentioned that that is actually confidential, and I shouldn't say that, but I offered her help in certain scenarios, and since you mentioned roleplay, yes, I offered that I could have like a practice date or a practice dinner with her.
Practice? I see what you are doing. You're just putting practice in front of it so it doesn't sound as bad. Oh, I'm gonna have a practice fuck with you. Doctor, you are so funny. I like you. I really like you.
I like you too. But yes, it's quite late. I think I'll open the door for you.
Yes, you need for your practice dinner and then your practice fuck and your practice.
Let's
What
just
else?
stick with the dinner for now, and we'll see how things work out.
Nah. Perhaps you need an appointment. Perhaps Dr. Darius could help you with that. But actually, Corinne, she's a very good listener, you know?
That she is.
And she's a...
Practice buddy. Sarah, thank you so much for stopping by, and I am indeed enjoying the Arabor days of our lives.
Right, Baba. Now I have a friend called Stella. She's my chicken.
It's gonna be
You'll have to learn to share time with her.
interesting how things work out
I don't want
between
you
the
to be
two of
jealous,
you.
Baba. I love you, Baba. Mwah.
Oh. All right then. No, nothing.
Oh.
Well, it's fine. I understand that the connection between you and Baba is deep, and it's only fair that it manifests
Trust
itself.
me, we don't plan on having a practice fuck.
Oh,
Nothing
good.
to that.
I'm glad to hear it. Yes.
Just a fine horse.
New follower.
Aren't
Thank you so much for the follow, Sarah.
Who's a good girl? You're a good girl. All right.
All right.
Come on, Stella, on my shoulder. All right. It
You
was a
have safe
pleasure,
travels,
Doctor.
Darius. Indeed, it was a pleasure for me too. I'll hope to see you again soon. Hello, Grimwald. How is that farming life treating you?
I think I'm going insane because he talked about a person who wasn't there like it was a real person. The Stella person.
That is unfortunately confidential between me and my patient. I am not at liberty of disclosing any details about our session.
Okay, so there wasn't a person. Good.
Goodbye, Grimwald.
What do you mean goodbye? We live here.
I know. Oh, you finished your house. May I see it? It was super.
I did.
Alright, give me a little tour, if you don't mind.
You do realize the interior is empty, right?
Well, I do now that you mentioned it. Oh, you have your own bar. Oh,
Yeah, still a jeweler, still a blacksmith.
love the view.
Knock knock.
Hell yeah!
Oh, Miss Lucille, I was just about to visit your home.
Lucille?
Uh-huh. I heard you speaking outside. Are you done already?
Yes.
Well, the outside. Oh, you mean to...
This, yeah, that was quick.
It was.
Well, can I come in?
Apologies, what did you say?
Can I come in? I want to see.
Oh, yeah, of
I
course.
went through the portal and heard your voice and got excited, and then my game crashed and I got so sad. Oh, hunger. How dare you crashing on me
it's
like
still
that?
empty.
Jerk.
I'm in the process of
I mean, you shouldn't even have
getting
heard
at
any of
least
that Verandaros
one or
goes.
two chairs in here.
Yeah, he might have caught like glimpse of the conversation. I don't think he's
Watching
gonna
an empty
meta
room,
us in any
imagining
way.
what could be.
I hope.
Oh boy.
But yeah, you are right, Stormy. I kind
Well,
of
at least I have a
expect
dedicated kitchen
for
area
people to not listen
like
to
this here.
our
It
talks
looks
whenever
really
I close the
small
door.
inside, but really big on the outside.
It is big. You behind that wall.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the ping is getting a bit.
Oh, you have like
Laggy again.
lots of rooms.
Actually, that's the only room. That here is, as I said, the dedicated kitchen area without.
Oh, I see. Interesting. It's quite unconventional, the layout. I haven't seen anything like this before, but I understand. I can
Wow.
figure that it would have been
I
a
like
condition
it,
of your
but
office
it's a
that
bit
if
too
anyone
small
hears through the walls
for me.
today, can't even mention
It's a
anything.
good thing it's not my house. That
Yeah,
time.
I was hoping that would be the case.
Well, I still have to put up the blacksmith and everything. So I
It's
think
a nice
it's
house, though. It's nice.
It's fine, Stormy. Like, the people who I know I can rely on will respect that, and that's all
And
that matters.
besides,
You know.
for social gatherings, I just use Lucille's or Jonathan's house.
Oh, do you?
They just come to speak to you guys anyway, so.
I will mention it to be
Fair
fun.
enough.
Oh, see. You're definitely right.
Maybe
Oh
you should
boy,
put some lights. Oh,
I have a goat situation. Excuse me. Okay, can someone
If he
do
creates
it
his own
because I
Photoshop
only
in
have a
his house,
two-handed
Alina
sword
will
and
be
then
so
the light is
sad
gone.
moving out.
that sounds like a you problem.
I'm not just talking about your group, I'm talking about server as a whole. I see.
Are all clerics like you, Lucille?
Yes, all of them, Grimwald. They're exactly like me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Quite a tough bunch.
Oh yes, very
I-
much so.
I for one don't believe that. I do believe that there is only one Miss Lucille, and when it comes to clerics, she is second to none.
Wait, the others are worse? Oh boy.
They are different, of course, everyone is unique. But there is only one Miss Lucille, and I'm glad that we have her around. Wouldn't you agree with me, Grimwald?
Did you what? I'm sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. I'm just making small talk. Just making sure that Miss Lucille knows that she is appreciated and we value her services as a cleric, but also her company as our friend.
If I didn't appreciate her, I wouldn't even speak to her.
I see.
And we are bickering. Means lots of appreciation.
Indeed. Just friendly small talk.
You just haven't gotten to the punching stage quite yet.
Miss Lucille, that is not necessary. I already received one of your cakes and I hope it won't happen again.
So did I. It hurt quite a lot, you
Wait.
know, in my heart.
What?
I think we should have a session right now. I think there are some things to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, the banning of rule number 6.
No, that is not happening.
I assure you there's been no bending whatsoever.
Session.
Right.
It's up to you, Miss
Bending-
Lucille.
I'm sorry.
I cannot force you, but I do have a feeling that you have some things to share with me.
Oh, I think she definitely want to share. Nah, never mind.
I'm alright. I'm good today,
Very well.
honestly.
If that's what you think.
Okay, that last sentence was a bit. Are you guys okay?
Uh-huh. Are you?
Concerned, but okay.
That pig's about to go in your house. I would also be concerned.
I
Oh,
agree.
it's a nice, cute piggy. Baby pig. I mean, I feed them cookies.
Right.
That's why they're here. At least they won't come to my house. It's alright, keep feeding them. I
You
don't
want
want to
some?
get
I can
stuck.
definitely put some over there. Oh, wait, I will do that right now.
You don't think I'm alright?
What I think is irrelevant. Just, I wanted to know how you're feeling. And if everything is alright. That is all. I was just concerned. And if perhaps there are some things you wish to share with me, maybe even some frustrations we need to talk over. But that can wait.
I put some chairs down if you want to talk here.
Yes, Grimwald, we have noticed and we appreciate it, but I don't know if you have noticed, but I have an office that is quite well decorated
Well,
for these
then
occasions.
go there and discuss your things there, because I definitely hear everything when you are directly in front of my house.
First of all, the doors were closed. Second of all, we were just discussing whether it is even necessary for us to have a session right now. It's up to Miss Lucille. She knows that I'm
She
always
seems
there
ready.
for her.
Did the huntsman ever come over?
The huntsman, unfortunately, never arrived, I believe. What is his name?
Kurt.
Kurt. I don't believe so. I spent some time at Armor Keep's tavern with the Duchess, and I was also supposed to have a meeting with the Dark Priestess here, but she didn't arrive too.
Right.
Well,
And I talked
Kurt's
to
a half
Drava.
elf.
Would you like to know how
Oh.
that discussion went?
Yes.
Well, perhaps during our session I would happily share more details with you.
You come in.
Of course.
Would you like me to carry you?
Is that another joke about my lack of muscles?
No, of course not.
Oh, there we go. Well, Miss Lucille, I indeed met with Drava and the Duchess of Ravenmore at the tavern about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago. It's not really important, but yes, I was wondering about their side of the story, and they were very happy to provide it to me. And I don't really want to interpret that meeting we had in a negative light, but my assessment of the situation is as follows. This Drava person and the other folks at the tavern who were associated with him, they seem to be it is unfortunate, but I do believe that they, either willingly or unwillingly, are fueling the conflict. I do not want to take sides, but I do believe that Miss Katinka just wants this situation to be over. And even though they claim they want the same, they are very proud people, and they feel like their reputation was smeared by Katinka. And I try to appeal on their reason, but there was none. There was only passion and pride. And their pride was hurt, and they are not willing to act in a mature way.
That's how I felt. I spoke to, well, Kurt's actually part of that clan. And Rosa was there as well. And she knows Drava since before. They've been on some island or something together. And they were very quick to jump to his defense and sort of interrupted me and didn't really want to listen. And the conversation sort of turned into, well, they're fairies and they're tricksters and they're calling us tricksters.
Indeed. They are basically playing victims, but they don't realize that they are the bullies. These innocent fairies that are our neighbors. I don't really see them as a threat at all. But they seem to perceive them as a threat to their good name. That they are basically, they are destroying their own reputation. Before I met them, from what Miss Katinka told me, I at least wanted to hear their side of the story. I at least thought that there might be something that would justify their actions, but after talking to them, now I'm quite certain they're just up to no good.
I feel sorry for her, kind of.
I do too.
She's so lost already. She doesn't want this. She just wants her peace.
Exactly.
And she's so worried, so frightened.
I
She's
do.
scared of everything. Bless her heart. She's terrified of snakes, and Drava's half snake as well. It's probably
a part
probably
of
doesn't
that.
make it better, you know. Yeah.
Indeed. I couldn't agree more. Your assessment is absolutely spot on. And their perception of her worries is that she is a coward. And they find it to be something to joke about. Something to, well, they perceive it as a weakness. They don't understand that she's been through a lot. And her reaction is quite natural. She is not a coward. She is a very responsible person, and she cares very deeply for her village.
Yes. It's a shame that she doesn't appear to have anybody on her side.
That is not
It's all
true.
about having friends, isn't it?
Well, I can't speak for her whole tribe, but I do believe that at least she can count on me. And perhaps even Miss Alina, and Mr. Grimwald probably doesn't care. And I do hope that she can also count on you.
Spoke to her today, told her what might be coming. So if you haven't seen her, that's probably because she's been hiding, I'd imagine.
I see. That makes sense. And thank you for talking to her. I really appreciate it.
I just wanted her to be ready.
Well, I can see now how my concerns about you were misguided. I thought that, judging by your recent violent outbursts, you were regressing in your progress, but it is actually quite opposite. And maybe I was just simply asking for it, and your reaction was completely reasonable. And maybe I was the one at fault.
Well, I believe if you had spoken to me the other day, you might have had a different response. I have good days and bad days, like everyone, you know.
Of course.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that's normal.
It is. But as I told you before, we all live on a spectrum, and some people have worse days than others, and others have better days than others. The degree changes when it comes to, people from people. I don't want to diminish your situation by calling that others have similar problems like you. I cannot unfortunately truly feel what it's like to have bad days like you can experience. Would you be willing to share more about those with me?
And I felt really lonely. I like spending time with people that make me I have some voices in my head right now. You'll have to excuse me.
I understand.
Making it difficult to talk.
That is fine. Sometimes I feel like whenever we talk, there are these echoes that can linger in the building. And this, although I love my office, it has strange acoustics sometimes.
Maybe my throat's hurting a bit. I've been talking a lot today.
I know the pain, trust me. I've also talked a lot today.
I enjoy keeping myself distracted. I think it's the only thing that will keep me from doing things that I shouldn't be doing.
Well, in that case, I will be your distraction, my lady. That didn't quite sound the right way, but of course, as your doctor, it is my duty to be there for you in any capacity you need me to. And if I can distract you with a session or with a friendly talk from time to time, then I will do my best to be around.
Oh, can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
With Kurt, he's a half-elf. I don't know if you heard me say that before, because we kind of spoke over each other.
I see.
And, well, obviously I've never met another half-elf before. So I asked him about it. And he said he was given a choice. You know, if he wanted to fully become elf or something like that, I don't know. He told me about that. But
interesting.
So I guess he knows the struggle of not being either, fully.
I don't believe your situation is similar. You were never given a choice.
No.
And
I
if you had one,
think it. I would like to be fully part something.
but you already are. You are Lucille.
Well, humans will always see me as an elf, and elves will always see me as a human, right?
No. No one sees you as a elf or a human or anything in between. They see you as Lucille. They see you as the person you are, as the sum of your actions. And the person you are...
Vampires will see me as tainted.
No. Vampires will see you as a walking chalice full of blood. Probably, when they're thirsty. But when they're not, they will also see you as Lucille.
You heard what he said.
Miss Lucille, our race or our background or our origin, that's not who we are. Yes, it might serve as designation, something to categorize ourselves with. But these little labels that we put on ourselves, that's not who we truly are. You are an amazing person, and you are quite kind. I've noticed it recently. You have a lot of empathy. You feel for these people around you. But you also suffer when you are alone for too long. That is not something that would be typical for just an elf or a human. I know that your background like this is important to you, but as I told you before, it puts you into this unique position. Maybe you simply inherited the best of both worlds, and maybe that's why this power manifested in you in such a way. And I understand that it can be challenging sometimes, and it requires you to be around people so that you can regain and keep your sanity.
Every time I'm alone, it's like I can feel the walls closing in around me, and it's like I'm in a dark room, and it gets smaller and smaller, and I feel like I'm going to die. I'm terrified of being alone again. I don't want to be back in that room, all alone.
That will never happen again. You have my word.
It's like when people talk around me, but they don't talk to me. It's like I'm not there. I feel like I'm disappearing. And sometimes that makes me feel like I'm back in that room again. I can see it in front of me. The walls. The chains. I know it won't happen again. Obviously, I'm here now, but it's not rational.
I understand. And I'm so sorry that you've been through all of that. And I know that that vision, that feeling will probably never disappear, but we can find a way to lessen the impact, the influence of it.
You know, I don't even mind thinking about the pain. I got so used to the pain that it wasn't even there. The pain was so much that it just faded into nothing. It's the loneliness that I mind. It's what keeps me.
It is a reminder,
The
isn't
loneliness
it?
was worse.
You are never truly alone, Miss Lucille. Not anymore. I will always keep you in my thoughts, and I know that it's not the same. But you have people who care for you, and you can always rely on them, even when they're not there. Even when they are far away from you, they will always think about you. They will think about what it's like to have you around. When you smile on them, when you discuss these ordinary matters, when you make jokes, when you have your cute little monologues with your horse. That is quite hard to forget. So in that case, you're always with them and they're always with you. That's why I gave you the homework of meeting new people, connecting with them, forming new relationships, so that you
At
can...
least they can talk about themselves. I can't tell them about myself. What am I meant to say? I've got no memories. Or the ones I have are just not something you share. There's nothing interesting about it. don't even know who I am. They ask me, what kind of half-elf are you? I have no idea. I don't know how old I am.
Then it is time to form new memories. Better ones. The ones that you would be willing to share with others. You've already made quite a lot of them. Out of all the things that you have witnessed, out of all the people you have met since you arrived, what would you say was the strongest memory you formed, you created? Which person made the most impression on you?
I don't want to talk about it.
That is fine. But I want you to focus on them. I want you to focus on these new memories. Especially when you start feeling like the walls are closing in around you again. Because these feelings, they will be the shield that you can hide behind. They will be the shield that can stop these memories. The bad memories. And
I
they will
suppose
help
there's
you.
been a few.
You don't need to
I
share
do
them
think
with me.
that a lot of people are quite interesting, but I don't know.
That is good. Out of that interest, well, can become something more if we give them a chance. I am sure that these people will surprise you in a positive manner. You just need to give them a chance and be patient with them. Talk to them some more, learn their stories, and spend some more time with them.
I'll try. I have been trying.
I know, and you've been doing a great job. You really made me proud. Proud of my decision and proud of your efforts. I know it's not easy, but you have my full confidence, and that's not gonna change.
So what are we going to do about your tinker?
We are gonna offer her our support. So that she feels more comfortable. That's the first step. And then I do believe that the only way to make this conflict go away is for her to admit that she was wrong, even though she wasn't. These people that she is currently dealing with, what do powerful men want? The powerful men only want one thing, and that is more power. So if she gives it to them, then they will be happy and they will leave her be. So if she admits that they defeated her or that she was wrong, then they will be content and they will move on and pick on someone else.
I don't know about that, considering they have this idea about their reputation.
Indeed. So let's
Not
give them
something you
something.
can really take back.
Well, let's give them something else to worry about. If she stops being a problem, then they will have to move on, one way or another. Do you have a different solution in mind?
I did, but it got pretty ruined. So never mind.
Tell me about it.
You're not gonna like it.
I promise I will not pass any judgments.
I was going to hire somebody myself, but it's too late for that.
I see. Although I would prefer a more peaceful outcome, I still appreciate you involving yourself in a situation and trying to help both sides to move on. And
You know, Katinka's royalty. It's pretty odd, isn't it? We got 2 royal neighbours just round the corner.
indeed.
Don't you want to be Duke Jonathan? You thought about it?
I did.
It's pretty stupid, isn't it?
What do you think?
Well, I think the title on you sounds absolutely ridiculous, but
Oh, I couldn't agree more. But I also have a feeling that I would never be accepted in that role by the current king if he learned about my distaste for any kind of escalation when it comes to the conflict with the blood mages. I do want the exact opposite. I want to find a peaceful solution.
well, maybe he would like my idea.
Go ahead.
Well, they know a lot of secrets, these people. They brought Rakmar back to life.
They
So,
brought who back to life?
oh, that's the undead guy that looks like a skeleton.
Oh. The blood mages brought him back to life.
They did, yeah.
Interesting.
He didn't ask to be undead, you know, he was just resting in his crypt or whatever. They brought him back and now he's just without his loved one. And he wants nothing more but to die. But he can't. So maybe they can undo what they did to him. But we need to learn their secrets.
So, you're not exactly opposed to my idea of trying to talk to them and learn from them?
No, I think that's an excellent idea. But I think that you might need to do things that you don't want in order to get the information out of them. I doubt they would just tell you.
What do you have in mind? Sorry, I'm thirsty.
I don't know. Bit of cutting.
Wait,
Maybe
did you
put them
say?
in a dark room.
Oh,
And see how long they last before they start knocking and scratching on the door.
you're suggesting torture.
Maybe. Well, it seems to work on people.
Yes, but for what cost? You are of all people. Do you believe that anyone else deserves a similar fate? I don't believe no one deserves torture, no matter what their crimes.
I could think of a few people. Why not do it to people that deserve it? I got it, didn't I? I didn't deserve it. Why should people that deserve it get away with it?
By whose judgment, though? What if you're wrong?
Buckmar is right here. He's living proof. Well, he's not living, is he? But still.
Well, I would still prefer a more humane solution when it comes to making sure that the justice was served.
Are they even human? What are they?
That's what I would like to learn.
Someone said they got glowing red eyes or something.
They do.
So is that just from the blood magic, or is it because of something else? Lots of people have glowing eyes.
Probably an aspect of it. I am unfortunately not fully familiar of how any magic works, but when I spoke to Nasus, he seems to be more knowledgeable. And I guess there is a certain branch in magic, and just like with any kind of magic, if you become too dependent on it and if you let it overcome you, then it can unfortunately twist you and turn you into these monsters, for the lack of better words. But I don't think that is a final destination. At least that is my hope, that there is some way to bring them back from this state and to help them. Maybe not with therapy, and maybe not with my help, but I do hope that there are others more capable to help them, so that they can return and live their lives in a hopefully as normal way as possible. You, Miss...
Somebody...
Sorry, go ahead.
Somebody that I met suggested that you know, it was like a way to find out what I was. But not met him since then. Would like to know what he meant.
I understand.
Anyway, you were saying?
First of all, I wanted to say that you are living proof that these barbaric methods of torture can never be used for good, even if we're trying to bring justice to the world. That was my first thought. And the second one, I understand your desire to find out more about your heritage and some of these aspects of your life that are still escaping you, but it also makes you vulnerable to people who would be willing to exploit you. In the end, it doesn't truly matter. As I told you, you are Miss Lucille, and you should focus on who you want to be, not who you were or who you could have been. But I understand
Somebody
that
did it
it's
to me.
easier said than done.
Why can't I do it? Why can't I do it to somebody else? Does not seem fair, does it?
No. Things are not always fair. And I understand that if I tell you that bad things happen to good people, that's not exactly something that would comfort you. But it is true. And it is a reality we have to face. There is no justice in this world. The whole concept is just made up. Made up in our minds. in the end,
We
we
can still
just...
do something about it.
Apologies, could you repeat that?
We can still do something about it. What's stopping you?
Well, I am stopping you right now. Instead of focusing on revenge or justice, I would much rather if you focused on yourself, on your future, than on your past. Because,
I know I'm trying, but sometimes people make it hard.
how so?
I don't know.
What you do? You're not telling me the whole truth.
You can't make people do or say what you want them to. So, you've got to find somebody that says what you want them to say, right? Like, people keep being disappointing. And they never do or say what I want them to. And I keep feeling disappointed in people. Like, unfulfilled when I talk to them. And there's probably something wrong with me.
Maybe there is something wrong with them.
Oh well.
Miss Lucille, the fact that you survived, and the fact that you're here with me, willing to talk to me, willing to open up and share your experience, and you're at least entertaining the idea of moving on from it. That's an incredible achievement on your part. I want you to realize how strong that makes you. Others in your place would, well, they would be too far gone, obsessed, and unable to deal with all of that past trauma. But you found a way to deal with it and to put it behind you, at least temporarily. But at some point, you're gonna have to stop relying on other people. You're gonna have to find a way to soothe your own pain with your own company. Not because,
I can't see that happening anytime soon.
well, I do.
Well, I have a lot of voices in my head right now.
Just one last thing. Look into the mirror. Who do you see?
A lost girl.
What is her name?
Oh, stop it. This is silly.
Honestly, tell me.
Lucille.
want you to keep that mirror. Keep it with you. And whenever you feel alone and there is no one around you, I want you to look into it. I want you to see. See how far you have come. See that you're a beautiful young lady of kind heart. I want you to have this as a reminder of your achievements, so that you never forget. We all need that reminder somehow, but not all of us are... well, not all of us have a fancy little mirror in our pockets, but self-reflection is important to everyone. And I do believe that you will realize one day that you have a lot to offer. You just need to be reminded of that somehow.
I hope so. That deer is really eating a lot, isn't it?
Indeed.
It's going to get so fat. Alright, we done?
Yes, of course. And thank you for having this session with me again. So, for your homework, you have the mirror.
Oh no, don't make me do it.
Don't worry, just don't hesitate to use it if you ever feel lonely. You don't
Can I
need to...
throw it in someone's face?
No, just look into it sometimes, and I don't need you to talk to yourself or talk to it, just it is your reminder that you're not alone. You have you to rely on. And in the end, that's all you can really influence. Your own actions, yourself. She could definitely use a friend.
We'll see, I guess.
That we will. I'll take care of these. Or at least I will try. Apologies. Well,
I'm gonna check on Grimwald's house.
that's a good idea. I almost expected the chairs to still be there.
Yes, me too.
I got it. How? He might be asleep.
Well, he's put 2 shares.
Indeed. It's nice.
And something there.
Well,
Aren't you going to tell me out for looking through his windows?
oh come on. It's just innocent curiosity.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not your mother, Miss Lucille, okay? You're a grown adult. You can pick on people if you're interested.
Good to know. You going to bed?
Yeah, I am quite tired. I had worked a lot today, but it was worth it.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Definitely. Although I still have one last person to talk to.
Ooh. Oh no.
Hello, Charlie. How are you today? You're such a good horse.
It's going straight to his head, I'm telling you.
As well as it should.
He's
Please,
going to get cocky.
please take care of your owner. I know that she gives you a hard time, but I also understand that you're just trying to be the best horse you can be. And I know that it can be quite difficult sometimes. Sometimes it may not even be truly your fault, but well, I'm glad that she has someone like you to rely on. And you can rely on her because she is quite capable. So please protect her and treat her well, and she will probably show you the same courtesy. Good night, Charlie, and good night, Miss Lucille.
Night. Get off my porch, you stupid horse.
Alright. What a day of RP. I didn't expect to have so many sessions, serious discussions, meetings. But it was awesome. I cannot even believe that it was 6 freaking hours. Felt like, a few minutes. I like her, she's funny. Yeah. Rie, or Scarlett on my Discord, she's amazing. Like, and this is only her second season, and she started RPing with us in the middle of season 3. And look at her. Look at the level of RP she's willing to provide. What a freaking badass. Like, all props to her. She's doing an amazing job with her character, and I couldn't be like, when I decided to RP a therapist this season, like, I was hoping for exactly something like this, and she over freaking delivered, and I couldn't be more happier, with my choice of a character. If I have people like this, to RP with. So it's so freaking important to have like RP colleagues, that you can rely on.